Hello, hello. Welcome to the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Mentor Tournament. This is a very good tournament for people getting into the game. My name is Avina. We've got a race here between Steve and mcolyer. Mentored on the left, Steve by Whaley. On the right, mcolyer by Bello. So the way this tournament works is that we've got mostly newer players, myself included. I've not played this game very much. Joining in, hello, Cat Human. Good to see you.
Hello. Signed up last minute.
Yeah, I was completely jump scared by that, but welcome. I was just explaining how this mentor tournament works. Basically, people like me who don't know how to play Echoes get to play with the advice of somebody like you who's very good at it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole mentor tournament is you have mentees who are, fairly new to the game, aren't too familiar with it, and then you have the mentors who are more experienced with, tricks or routing, and they can help guide the mentees to learn the game.
There's also an underrated aspect of it, maybe not talked about too much. Some people may be new to racing in general, and having someone there to talk to when the nerves start to hit, always very, very helpful.
Yes, indeed.
We should be starting off anytime soon. I believe any second, actually. What would you like to see from this race today?
I would like to see bombs in transit station.
That's not a good one. I personally, Torvis Energy Controller, Torvis Energy Controller Supers was the top of my wish list. I know that's not very nice, but it's happened to me before.
It is a wonderful thing.
And while this isn't a
After the
Reed
racers, of
seed,
course.
Reed is involved, so hopefully we'll get something like that. And no,
Or
that's not fun for the
like
racers.
base jump in airy.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Wait, can that be? No, that can't be a thing, I don't think. Maybe? A Z-axis screw attack? I don't know.
I do not know Sank well enough to comment on the possibility of that. Maybe we'll find out in a few minutes. Well, an hour. Yes, we do have two other races going on. This is the first of the triple header today. There are two others going on at 2:30. Well, in half an hour and then an hour, depending on your time zone. That might be 2:30. I think that's 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Marion. EST is good time. That's controversial.
Yeah, today we have a lot of matches happening. All at once, too.
Oh, yeah. The Foreman Grill is superfluous as we all have Chinese food. So we're not too bothered by that. Not sure why we haven't fired off yet. I'm not seeing... Reed's setting up still. Okay.
Oh, I
Now
see.
we should be firing off any second. These tournament organizers and SpeedGaming volunteers, they do a lot of work. They're awesome. A lot of stuff behind the scenes, and we thank them very much for all that they do. So we should see
Like
these
we,
timers. Go ahead.
yeah, we should be getting started in just about any moment now.
Sharing the brain cell.
Yep.
Yes, the seed was ginned by Baja Blood, who I believe is also pulling double or triple duty. Looks like we might have a timer issue on Steve's side, but we'll be going here right about now. Oh, we've just
Yeah, it's
got
probably just
a
asynced.
16-second delay. Okay, the only RAs we had for this were...
Oh,
Which
ball
ball
to
is
start.
that?
Good to check which ball that is, in case that's cannonball and it becomes convenient. And you would lose it instantly.
Boost ball, start. Okay. Yeah, so we've got new patcher on, and we've got multiplayer items added to the pool, so double damage and so on. Infinite missiles. Both players scanning that item. Good call.
And Hive Temple key in.
Very good hint. This is new patcher.
Oh, looks like mcolyer forgot to pick up the boost ball.
It's good to catch it before the elevator. That way, Good. Scanning the door first. Friendly reminder, I'm the beginner, so obvious things like that are exciting for me.
Bit of a minor time loss if you don't scan it. Which unfortunately mcolyer did not.
Indeed. So what does Boost Ball unlock for us? Nothing immediately, of course, but is that saying like labs?
It doesn't say too much right now.
Okay.
There's a potential of transport center, maybe sand processing, maybe Hall of Honor Dead later on.
Okay.
But it doesn't say too much so far.
I've got to agree with blue dark suit. Don't agree on green dark suit. Oh, with Bomb Guardian? That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it does depend on what we get here. There just is a solid minute and a half of this boss fight with nothing happening and nothing to talk about.
Yep.
So I figured I'd try to learn something in the meantime.
Oh, double damage to
Double
start.
damage to start.
We're in the same brain cell again. Sonic Boom.
Early Sonic Boom is probably never going to be picked up, unfortunately.
And through this gate, you can kind of see what's in Temple Assembly Site. Neither runner seems to... Okay, that's Light Beam.
That's Light Beam. I have not watched either of these people play. I'm curious if they're going to go for that or come back for it later. I assume they're going to go for it. Looks like Steve is talking about it.
Yeah.
Grab this check right here first. Yeah. Okay, that's smarter than what I would have done.
I think it would have been good to get the Light Beam now. It's just if you don't like the jump or you can't do the extended dash, it's probably better just to leave it.
Morph Ball and a Cursed Lake.
Player did not really read the hint, I don't think. Going back to check it.
I've made that mistake a few times.
And launcher.
Misses.
Oh, that is info.
I would probably go back here. Those temple grounds, right?
It's slightly risky to go back here because there's a chance that could be in the DMT loop. It could be on Dark Missile Trooper, or it could even be bomb locked.
I would just be terrified about storage A, whatever that room in TAS is, behind the missile door, right after getting missile launcher. B, okay.
Because yeah, that could be space jump, and then that lets you get light beam, but it's kind of too low of a chance, I would say. It's probably better just to go do what you can in Aegon and then come back. Eve immediately going for the safety save.
So with Boost Ball, we've got Bomb Guardian and...
Oh, Safe Warp?
Is that maybe a pivot save warp?
Yeah, it seems to be the case.
It's an interesting choice. Yeah, that way if... Oh, you can see mcolyer learning this slope jump right here. I have memories of recently learning this, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Oh, and fell to the bottom.
Oh, shame. Very down. But yeah, if storage B is like power bombs, for example, or whatever they're looking for,
or bombs,
or anything progressive, it's a pretty good play.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just if it ends up being nothing. Oh, and
it is power bombs. Yeah. This still, if I'm piecing together, random tables of rooms connected by string, this still might feel not as good as doing the Guardian loop first and then cleaning this all up together, because you're not getting a whole lot here from the power bombs unless they lead to progression right here, right?
Yeah, there's a good chance that they're leading to progression here, but ultimately, I think it's kind of a lower chance of that happening.
Yeah. Well, that was just a good play then.
And plus, when mcolyer comes back, mcolyer will be able to clean up more checks.
Yes. And has E. Don't forget the comms area missile expansion. Probably forgettable, but...
Now Steve just needs to farm another power bomb here, so that they can proceed to
Tyrannosaur,
GFMC.
if we found space jump boots or something like that. Temple Grounds isn't just that one check. It could have been the missiles lead to Bomb Guardian here to get something, or and then go fight DMT or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's kind of like you could say if you're reading the item progression that maybe launcher leads to power bombs, but at the same time it could just be launcher just leads you to do bomb guardian so you can get power bombs, especially with the boost ball in logic,
Yeah.
which would allow you to break the gates.
And Steve, don't feel bad about this taking a few attempts. The first time I tried to do it, it was awful.
Ooh, dark beam.
Dark Beam. Well, that was absolutely the correct play then.
Yeah, just everything's here.
2 Dark Beams.
And then can get this hint as well. The clear will eventually make his way back.
Yes, this is probably where they'll go immediately after going back
Dark
in
visor.
Dark Visor.
There's a lot of
There's just
items
everything.
showing up.
Yeah. Well, for the future, Steve, you can scan that hint. Great hint, by the way.
And that's not the most useful hint, unfortunately.
You can scan that hint in the middle of the glass tunnel you walk through, and don't have to walk all the way down to get it.
Yeah, that's especially good to do because you don't have space jump boots, and so there's not really much of a
Yeah.
point of peeking FTA, or well, you can't. I think all it takes right now is spider, and then snake entrances in logic.
Yeah. Oh boy. Bombs on Sank entrance. So what? This is. I forget the name of the save station. It's a good check to do either way.
Oh, the temple looks. What is it called? Transport access A.
Yes, the TA.
Yeah.
Save station A. Thank you, Krar. Oh, yeah. This is a room I don't know how to do vanilla. Now I know.
Yeah, if you don't have bombs, there's a slope jump and a couple dashes you can do to get up here. This works fine.
Got mcolyer here on the loop. Which, if this also pays off, then both racers are just like probably feeling like they're a million miles in the lead. That would feel great as either right now, honestly.
Ooh, bombs.
Is that bombs?
So
This is
okay.
going great for early game options. They've
I'm
got
guessing,
everything.
depending on how comfortable Steve is with Dark World stuff, might go do Jump Guardian. The other Dark Beam.
I just realized mcolyer doesn't have the power bombs on their tracker, so well, that's an STK. They came here before checking tasks.
Yeah, they'll have to loop around.
Well, that means they're gonna miss the item in Hive, whatever B, whatever that room is called.
Yeah,
Hive
they'll
Chamber B.
have to come back for it.
That is a shame.
At the same time, there's a good. I mean, Steve will get hints for it eventually, but we'll kind of miss out on this SDK.
True. Not a good reason to go back for a while.
Now to get the light beam.
While Steve's doing that, McCoyler's working there.
Deal with the
McColyer.
camera.
McCoyler? McColyer. McColyer.
Collier? Okay.
I also have a name that people find difficult to pronounce, so there's no judgment here. Yes, this route is going great for Steve. You are correct, Delta. McColyer hopefully going back to Taz?
Okay.
Yes.
Right, has to climb there first.
This is a great play, I think, on Steve's side. Good old Pod West. Pod West.
Definitely paying off.
Pod W.
Can't quite tell what that is. Could be dark ammo.
I could not see it either. Also, Cat West has completely ruined my ability to read any acronym that ends in W. There's your power bombs. Cat W. But I read Cat W as Cat West. I can't help it, Drake.
Now McColyer will follow the footsteps of Steve here and clean up temple grounds.
And get every item. Yes, we are getting very close to Sank entrance. Back to Aegon on Steve's side. I assume there was just a quick discussion with Belo about how to do this.
Oh
NSJ
yeah, how to
and
jump
bombs.
up here.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Sure.
There we go. We got it. I can't tell if that's a regular missile or a screw attack on Steve's side in Mining Station.
Well, it can't
But
be
it was-
screw attack.
Oh yeah, it can't be. Okay, so that was almost certainly a missile.
Unless you
It's
want to
very
try to
orange and
extend a
glowy.
dash in there.
And again, that looks like a missile.
Or take the worm.
I just saw a bunch of bright orange lights. I wasn't thinking about how one would gather that item. I promise I've played this game before.
Steve doing another safety save here.
So Steve's got everything but an E-tank to have a lot of fun in Aegon.
Yeah, and we'll likely find the E-tank. Or Alexis A.
Jeff makes a good point here that dying is slow and bad and saving is good. I'd like to counter. If
That
you
is
don't
true.
die, which is slow and bad, then saving is also slow and bad. I will continue to save.
Yeah, so just don't die. It's very simple.
As someone who also dies, I will also be saving.
Oh yeah, they have double damage.
Oh yeah. Oh, these are going to be a lot of quick fights coming up. I think that's just ammo up top.
Oh, that means for bomb guarding you could just do like 2 fully charged shots. Well, in Steve's case, they'll probably just power bomb.
Yeah.
So good thing here would be to probably go through Dark Aegon, because now we have Dark Beam. And we don't have Amber. So going to Bomb Guardian isn't really as appealing.
True.
So could check what's in Mineshaft, but it's not really that big compared to just clearing out what's here.
This is an interesting check. On
This is an
mcolyer
interesting
side.
check indeed.
We're missing a lot to get this, but it is info to have. It is a shame that your bombs are 2.5 steps in the other direction.
Oh, I
feel like
can see why we're checking this maybe. Okay, it's just a burger, but because of maybe because of Dark Visor and the boost.
Oh, Dark Visor and boost, yeah.
Wait, does Dark Visor have anything to do with that? I think it does.
The Dark World side, right?
Yeah, for the puzzle. So that you shoot the Seeker Lock and yeah. Actually don't remember.
And we have confirmation it does, but you do need Seekers. Space Jump on Worm. mcolyer, I feel you so hard. I remember the first time I walked into this room without Space Jump. I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, going back for Transport Center?
Interesting. I guess it's in logic, it makes sense.
It is true, but it's probably generally going to be better to leave that for last.
Yeah.
Oh, Delta Toast makes a good point.
We do have boost.
Did we check those crossroads, or did we just do the bomb slot?
We just did the bomb slot and didn't check it all.
I guess that's fine. I mean, considering the items we have.
Well,
not the worst play. But it probably would have been good to check what's there first.
Especially since you'll probably be walking through this hallway anyway at some point.
Not.
Well, if we're not going to do crossroads, I don't know.
This would have been the play. Oh, just getting Transport Center and leaving.
Interesting. Because crossroads is totally in logic, right? I'm not missing something?
I don't know about this. We should probably do Jump Guardian first. You have Dark Beam. You have Light Beam, I guess.
Bomb Guardian is a useful play. You know, there's no way that Steve and Reed know this, but I guess technically it could pay off if that Dark Visor is immediately in logic, or rather immediately useful.
I guess so.
But that doesn't make it a good decision.
Yeah, this is pretty questionable. Especially going all the way to Transport Center, going Dark World to Dark World.
Yeah, and you know, you're right there. There's a bunch of checks you can do. You can get Jump Guardian loop if you want to go all the way, which feels correct. Another Plane of Dark West check here, as I call it.
A little too late, I would say, on the power bomb. Luckily, it works out. But you can lay that power bomb pretty much the immediate time that the Bomb Guardian screeches.
And yeah, to respond to Drake, Steve also just orphaned Crossroads, despite being in the Light World version with Boost Ball and didn't
And
even look
also
at
has
it or
dark,
check it.
and also has dark beam.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really need to go through portal access. Could just make the vanilla trip around.
Yeah.
And also has a safety save in case, something goes wrong.
Yeah.
So
And
I'd
yeah,
say
in Cache 4.
this is quite the misplay. Because now if
And can't even get the hint, right? No
yeah,
Amber.
if Amber is there, then that kind of burns Steve big time.
On the flip side, it will look like the biggest brain play of all time, even if it's maybe not a good one, if that Dark Visor is immediately needed.
Oh. Spoiler, hot dogs, Hive Chamber B.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, there is the possibility of Space Jump Boots being on the Jump Guardian.
Good old vanilla. Yeah, that's definitely missiles in there. Boot on worm. That is
Oh,
generally
Seekers.
Seekers. Okay.
Well, that lets him go MSB. But no Amber.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. We're probably just going to do MSB real quick. Could even do... I'm not sure what the... Oh, maybe because of no screw attack, but... Oh, that is an ETM. Mine shaft. But could probably get what's on top if they get screw attack. Not sure what the energy logic is there, though. Trying to get a peek. That looks like just a missile. KR, you bring up a good point. Corvus is also now in logic. Underground tunnel. Torvis Grove. Maybe this will work out. Maybe Steve will just god route it.
We do love to see it. Also, I'm back.
Hello.
What if it's Space Jump and Crossroads, though?
Yeah, we still don't know what's on Crossroads. Or Jump
We should
Guardian.
see it
Or
soon.
in Cache 4. Or Trial Tunnel.
All the things I was told to do first.
Going to labs, though. Likely.
This is a bunch of good stuff for labs. Basically minus supers.
No, doing spider. Oh, never mind. Bailing on that. I was thinking about it.
Dark Aether's atmosphere is dangerous. Indeed.
Okay, let's see what Steve left behind. Oh, I think that power bomb's gonna miss. Up top is a red key. Torvis key.
Dark Torvis.
Luckily, we have double damage here.
Won't be too long of a fight. Space jump on Sank entrance. We need what, spider for that?
Yeah. I think that's all you need.
Spider on Jump Guardian is what I want then. I'm still a fan of supers on Torvis Energy Controller.
Oh. Give an extra light to the Lightbringer. Or turning it orange, I guess. Okay, so far, nothing except for the Taurus key, I guess, if that's important. Nothing too impactful here yet.
What is that you're shooting at? Oh, he's
Oh,
just
and
asking
fell.
how to check that. That's a shame. Beam related. So theoretically, can that be supers?
No, it cannot.
No. Yeah, so that's dead.
Could be Annihilator.
Is Annihilator a beam related upgrade?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Annihilator is a beam.
I didn't know that the default beams counted as upgrades.
Oh, a bit low on the... Oh, ran into the fight.
Shame. But hey, we get the rare Jump Guardian.
At least we have double damage.
Oh, this still will be a very short Jump Guardian.
Gotta be careful not to shoot the crystal here with Light Beam. Because well, I haven't actually seen it, but I heard if you shoot this with Light Beam and Jump Guardian runs into it, you will lose the item and soft lock.
Well, that's terrifying. Go on health here. Get over that last one. Nice.
That looks like a suit in Command Center.
I was busy checking mcolyer's side, which was just an ammo expansion. That was a suit. Okay. Well, Steve and Reed, congratulations on your routing. It is much better than I would have done.
It is certainly paying off. I'm in a bit of a struggle here with the bomb jump.
I find it easier to sit in the out of bound or the dark area.
Oh.
Oh. Thinking.
Probably gonna safe warp now? Not checking trial tunnel. This is in beginner logic, I believe.
Just E.
Maybe safety saving?
We need to get SJ, apparently, for that to be in beginner.
Okay.
That does feel like beginner, though, so I get it. And not going to sand processing on Steve's side? Definitely enjoying those lasers. They hurt a lot. They hurt a whole lot.
So Steve is kinda has not much of a choice but to safe warp here, and He's kind of stuck to some extent.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be lasers that just block your way here. So now Steve needs to make it across this gap here. Which I think requires you to either roll jump or do some kind of a dash across.
I know you can dash across it. I learned that from Mike. You just
Oh, don't go doomed entry. Oh,
ooh.
that is not the play. Now we're getting out. If space jump boots are not here, this is a... I don't think Steve's getting out. Oh, look, our other suit.
Light suit is really interesting there.
Unfortunately, I don't think Steve can, yeah, because you have to do a very tricky bomb jump to get out of here. And if you lower this, you are definitely soft locked now.
Yeah.
Which was kind of, yeah. No, Eden Pit cannot be SJ. Yep, there's no getting up there.
And there's no bomb jump to get up there.
Yep, now that that platform has been lowered, Steve is pretty much stuck here unless he finds space jump boots. And that is definitely not space jump boots.
That is not.
And getting
This
out of
is
this room
good.
would require just as complicated of a bomb jump. So I guess not entirely a soft lock, but
It is fun to watch the brain turn. Like, okay, I can jump on these guys, right? Can I get up there? Not quite.
yeah, this is...
I relate
I
to
think,
that feeling.
yep, Steve's stuck for sure.
Getting to that light suit in SJ is definitely not logical. Because that's
It's
a
not entirely a soft lock here. There is a very complex bomb jump to get up top, and then you
yeah.
could take the portal, but I don't think we're going to be seeing that.
Steve has been saving a lot. They saved right before they went into labs, so they'll lose their dark suit, I believe. And they didn't really get anything else other than a lot of knowledge. Oh, they are going for that.
Yeah, and that's... I don't think that's the correct spot for it. So yeah, Steve's stuck. Hasn't kicked in yet. This will give mcolyer a chance to kind of catch up here. Yeah, if you aren't too comfortable with bomb jumping, you're as good as stuck here.
I will say, fully in Steve's defense, I am super guilty of the lost or the sunk cost fallacy in races like this. Like, well, if I can get out, I'll learn how to get out. I can do it. Um, I understand where he's coming from. I will also say I recently have spent a lot of time practicing 3 BSJs and would not do this having
Yeah,
spent
just
a lot
so
of time
that
in the
you're
game.
aware, this is expert.
This is expert? Yeah.
So this is giving a lot of time to mcolyer right here.
He was
I
about
think
to
you just
get.
gotta take the loss.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you could check what's on the ink cache, which I
True.
don't think we're doing. Oh, yeah, this Steve's, I think, is gonna spend a lot of time here, and it's just gonna be a lot of time loss. Or maybe, like, it would actually be good for Steve to just die here. Okay.
So we've got Seekers on the other side. And it looks like we're making the same play.
Yeah, I had a feeling Steve was probably gonna go back to potentially try to get something else. That would have been even more of a time loss, so this works out, but unfortunately now Steve is really kind of behind here.
So on the other side, what do we have that we don't know? Well, this.
Right now, there's underground tunnel, and then there's Hive Chamber B,
Yeah.
which hasn't been
Oh
checked by
yeah,
either racer.
mcolyer had to leave that behind.
Well, didn't have to.
Well,
Just chose
they,
not to.
the
Get it.
first time they had to. The second time, yeah. Just missiles. So yeah, there's not a lot. Torvis Grove.
Yes, that's in logic. Not entirely sure if Broom Closet is logical or not. I think it's not logical.
I'm under the assumption, or the interpretation, or whatever that that bomb jump is intermediate.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yes, we all learned an intermediate trick today.
Now Steve will probably get Transport Center again. Hopefully we'll do Jump Guardian instead. Maybe we'll get to see what's in Trial Tunnel.
You know, totally not relevant to this race. I just spent a little bit of time learning the dash to get that power bomb. A little late. Still good. But learned the dash to get GFMC in SJ. And nearly was like, well, it could be on the ship once they've killed Jump Guardian. No, that's not a good call. That's not where that is.
It's something nice to know, but yeah, it's if you don't have Space Jump boots, it's pretty much just not logic.
No one talks about it, but there's a downside to practicing tricks too much without knowing. Oh no, we hit the bubble. Huh.
Something you can kind of do here if you hit this bubble. Luckily we have double damage. But you can just power bomb if you happen to have it. And then it's just over.
I'm kind of personally learning that dropping a power bomb anytime you find yourself in a fight you don't want to be in is the correct call.
Yep, this also includes the battleground fight.
Anyway, to continue to fill space while we check Sand Canyon
Oh yeah, have we checked sand processing yet?
or processing.
Do we
No, we
know
have
about
not.
that?
We don't know about this.
Oh, well, that's... I'm surprised Steve wouldn't have checked this first.
He turned around as soon as he almost got here.
Oh.
That's when he went into doomed entry. Ooh, low on health.
Oh, a little tight
Ooh,
here.
low on health.
Okay,
Whew.
just in time. We do want to see what's in Trial Tunnel. Anything.
He...
Okay, yeah, probably Steve didn't check that. I would have definitely got that. Alright, now Steve, trying to get this bomb jump.
It's a better spot than the first couple. I'm just a bit early.
Needs to be more to the left, I think.
Yes.
Okay, we'll just...
We'll just do the really long jump guardian fight. Not time-wise, distance-wise.
maybe a little both. McClure checking bioenergy? Not the worst thing to do. You get some info. I think McClure also safety saved.
I did not see if they did.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Steve. I'm just assuming from the amount of health they had, but that also could have been just from
They
the
did
E-tank.
just pick up that E, yeah. They did save? Okay, thank you, chat. I'm pretty sure that's light ammo expansion, but man, that looked like wave beam.
Okay, maybe around 2 here. Try to get trial tunnel.
Looks like it.
Oh, and gets it.
Nice. See, I almost also said oh and gets it, but I knew you were going to say it too because of the brain cell.
Yep, sharing brain cells.
Just a missile there. We already saw that. And what have we got coming up here on Steve's side? Oh,
Finally gets to
McCollier's,
track trial tunnel here.
McCollier's about to get their suit information.
And trial tunnel is an E-tank.
Still very helpful right now. It's one of my favorite E-tank spots as a newer racer. Obviously, progression there is ideal, but you know, E kind of feels like, hey, I know the other person's going to also check this, so at least I'm safer now, and I can play more aggressively.
So, unless Chica is required, this jump guardian loop, or there's something on top of the ship, this jump guardian loop has been pretty dead. Pretty dry.
That's true. Unless the ship has something. Which would be a pretty funny way to have a useless loop. And McCollier is going for the stash.
Yeah, definitely
This elevator
wants
sucks.
to. What I'm actually kind of surprised is that McClure maybe should just get the suit first before doing this.
Almost certainly. This is also my unsolicited... Oh, there we go. That was an awesome dash. I was going to say unsolicited suggestion to learn E-dashes, but if you can dash like that, you don't need them a lot of the time.
Yeah,
That was really good.
you can kind of just make it across with a dash. So any dash can be a bit complicated to learn.
That is true. But they are very fun. I have no idea what that is.
I can't tell either, but McClure could still do the fight. I guess. Not really much of a point of doing the fight right now, though. It's probably better just to leave this behind. Maybe this is some roundabout way to get the suit. But you still end up triggering the lockdown.
So 5-chamber B and underground tunnel Torvis Grove. That's what we're looking at, right?
Yep, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much
And
all we have.
mcolyer should know this by now, right? I guess they haven't seen. Well, yeah, Space Jump can't be in doomed entries, so
The problem with the battleground cache-in is that we don't have space jump boots. And while you can get across, it just requires an expert extended dash, and then if you fall to the bottom, you have to go all the way around through command center to the top to try again. But I'm guessing, yeah, this. I guess we didn't know about the how to trigger the room and reload it, so I guess we're just doing this.
to be fair, I think a lot of people did not know about that until a recent conversation in the Discord, which I forgot the uh, bot call for, but you should definitely follow the runners. And you should definitely follow Cat Human. They're occasionally streaming, but very good at this game. And if you want to learn stuff, very good to watch. I know I have sniped in a few times to watch you play and learn a few things.
That's wonderful.
There we go. That's got the Discord in it if you are interested in learning. There is a Discord for this randomizer. We've got one for the other Prime games too. It's the same one actually. And everyone is super nice and super helpful. And you can learn things like how to trigger the fight sequence so that you can get
I guess I'm just
the
a bit
items you
more
need.
surprised that Bello. I feel like Bello would have told McCoyer, like, there's an older method where you just roll over the grate, and then you can trigger the fight. I was just kind of surprised they didn't at least do that.
There aren't official corruption randomizer races, um, but there is support for it, and there is occasionally, like friendly races scheduled between people. A couple of the predominant racers, or most prolific rather, will often ask for anybody wanting to race corruption. Corruption is a weird game.
Yeah, there's not much of a still a bit more in the works, I would say. I mean, it functions, but sometimes it doesn't function.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. There's almost certainly not enough people experienced in the Prime 3 for a mentor tournament. But if you wanted to just race Prime 3 rando, that is an option. There's a whole server channel for it. I also got to say, it's a big mood to just shoot through the back of that little glass hole and then be like, oh, wait, I got to shoot the wall because there's no collision there.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs to both racers for not boosting in that little curve tunnel. I do it every time.
Yeah, that kind of slows you down a bit, or kind of messes with your movement a bit.
Don't know why, but yeah, that tunnel does not like boosting.
Or you're just having a bit of trouble getting across.
True, and back to what you were saying before the corruption, Whaley. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bello did walk me through, me personally, the great method of triggering that layer when I did a practice seed with them. So, might be a question to remember later. What's the name of that room anyway?
Command center.
Command Center. This is a valiant effort by mcolyer.
Yeah, sinking quite a bit of time into this. There might be a more beginner-friendly way to do this, where you use one of the closer ones instead. Because there's a what you can do is you can fully scan an object, and then that can allow you to kind of buffer some of the inputs
Oh yeah,
and
you
make it
taught me
much
that.
easier to do that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because yeah, if you're having troubles, just I mean, it is ultimately better to be able to time your own R press because you will get more out of that. But for more of a beginner-friendly way of doing dashes, you can kind of fully scan an object and then buffer it so that you can have time to use certain inputs.
On the other side, we are about to see finally Hive Chamber B.
Yeah,
If
there's a
this
good chance
was,
that it's Hive for Chamber B because Emerald, well, Goddess Bombs, but could also be the thing that gets a space jump.
yeah, and if this was progression the whole time, I'm sure both of them are going to feel very, very behind once they locate it.
Yeah. I think mcolyer is kind of hitting B and then kind of hitting their direction when they go for this dash, which is causing them to kind of do what you do with an extended dash where you're just kind of going to the ground.
Yeah.
Or if that doesn't happen, then it looks like they either are holding R too soon or they might just not even be flicking B. I think it's just holding R too soon though.
That does bring up a very underappreciated part of these games, the pressing B versus tapping B does have an impact on how you jump.
Moment of truth here on Steve's side.
I hate that tunnel entrance. No.
And
Okay,
it's
so
dark ammo.
it's Torvis is where we need to go.
Yep. I mean, Seekers didn't really get us any progression
Yeah.
yet. So
So all that lead up to get Seekers on your way to mining station B, and then like, well, screw mining station B, we're going to Torvis. Wonderful. Gotta love the chain. Are we giving up?
oh no
Oh
no 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 no. This is
no!
not what you should be doing.
Dang.
I guess we're giving up getting info and then probably just I think that's the play here. Which is good info, because now we know about the suit. Yep. Maybe it would have been good to get some battleground info, though. We're doing this.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
Which is, yep.
yep. Realized.
Oh,
Maybe not.
nope, changed their mind.
I assume that conversation was along the lines of, "Hey, maybe we should get info on Battleground." Uh, it's definitely on Hive Chamber B, and then we've got to come back here anyway, so we'll see Battleground. We've already got Dark Visor, so we can check, that too.
Yeah, that's true. You get the light suit, and then you
Oh
can just check
yeah,
with there.
yeah. I definitely vibe with Hive Chamber B having been space jump the whole time. I would probably be upset about that, and then even more upset once I learned it wasn't. And yeah, now Steve gets to check this.
Firing a charge shot to not accidentally shoot a missile here.
I didn't know that was an option.
You could also do scan visor. Me personally, though, I just fire the missile.
We did lose Dark Suit. Dark Suit was Command Center. That's not a great backtrack.
Yeah, but probably just gonna get light suit anyway, which is kind of what makes it alright.
True, but that is funny. Those are one room apart. We're gonna get that hint later, aren't we? We're gonna get the light suit can be found one room away from the dark suit, or a progressive suit can be found.
Doesn't quite work that way
I know the
because of
portals.
yeah, the portals. Annihilator.
All right.
Oh, every beam.
Well, there is always progression in whatever room Captain is talking about.
Underground tunnel.
Ooh,
Oh, that's amber.
Central Mining Station.
Yeah, we couldn't quite see it too well.
I thought that was a missile.
Yeah.
Well, that is tragic.
And there they are.
Good old
Wonderful
Dark
loots.
Grove, or not Dark Grove, Torvis Grove. Yeah.
Peak Med Vista? No? Okay.
Reed, I believed in you.
Probably could have continued a little bit further here in Orvis. Would have probably been good to lower that gate as well. I think we could have done a bit more here in Torvis, but I guess maybe coming back for Amber.
Yeah, Space Jump unlocks a lot. It unlocks the light suit.
Yeah, that's true. They're probably wanting that as well.
Like, logically, it probably is just go get your Space Jump boots in the middle of nowhere and then go all the way back. Because you gotta suffer. Get your light suit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially
You
with those
probably want
suits
to go back for
right
that.
by each other, too.
Yeah, now we'll just get Amber, and then they'll get both suits.
Yeah.
Um, this is an interesting check on mcolyer's side. Not
Indeed.
sure. I think it can be in logic. Maybe?
I
I don't think so,
don't
though.
think beginner. Unless they're just getting the hint and then... Filed Shrine is dead.
It would kind of explain the light beam in some sense. But I mean, we know nothing's there. Assuming that is beginner, of course.
I like that missile just flying through the wall. Did you go out of bounds right there? With how easily that missile missed. Missiled.
Thinking about getting the key here. Steve will get Amber, and probably will also get the suit.
Yeah.
And then mcolyer is probably just gonna last location in Space Jump.
Well, I mean, they've seen... Have they... Did they do B or did they come here beforehand? They came here beforehand. Yeah.
Not too sure. Oh wait, no, maybe?
Well, why would they have done that loop and come here instead of going to Torvis? Right?
Not too sure. Maybe they checked Hive Chamber B, just took the elevator up, and then... Yeah, I don't know. think if you know the BSJ here and the dashes, which I don't think Steve does, you'd probably just get Amber first. But probably just gonna reload the room.
Yeah. Is that more efficient than reloading the room to get the hint?
Yes.
Okay. Let me write that down in my own personal
Well,
notebook.
especially because we have Dark Visor. I like to hot dog
Oh,
the
and we
hint
have to get
generally.
the suit again, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta jump from the door, not from that little thing. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. Somebody lied to me.
I'm not sure what Steve is doing here. Oh, I see. Wait. That was weird. You bring up a good point, PJ Nothing Man. Probably could have worked that way. Looks like we'll finally
Oh,
get. Wait. Are we gonna get Amber?
I guess light
No.
suit, then Amber? I feel like Amber then doing
I feel like you get Amber
doomed
first
entry is
here.
better.
Yeah.
I guess if you're thinking I need the Amber hence, maybe doing this stuff, like you don't need Amber for this loop, really?
Yeah,
And
that's
you got
true.
Dark Visor, and then you hit Amber on your way out, plus you get the hint next to
And then you get
Amber.
Sand Cash, and then you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not too bad.
that's good.
Actually, pretty
That's
good.
good.
Burger.
Delicious burger. All right, mcolyer is about to get their space jump boots. Hopefully, they have the same idea.
So what made Steve kind of lose a lot of time here was going to Dentry, kind of messing around labs, and then McCoyler's kind of spent a lot of time on that dash.
Yeah. Plus, Steve got the lead early by making a series of eyebrow-raising decisions that turned out to be not eyebrow-raising, but risk-taking plays that turned out to be
I wouldn't
huge
say
payoffs.
Steve got too much of a lead out of that per se.
Like a 4 or 5 minutes, maybe.
Mm,
I'm bad at time. I could be wrong. Yes, the doomed entry play and the dash so far have been the biggest time sinks for both players.
Write a key. Think I have a key.
I also don't care for those little bats around that one pillar. Bats in general, we don't like bats.
Oh, let's see. McCoyler will probably. Yeah, just gonna do the same thing. Probably get Amber. Get the light suit.
What an incredibly amusing location for our space jump, though. Just one more risk on Steve's side. They just gone for Torvis immediately.
So from this point, know about Amber. We get Amber. Maybe check some hints, check what's in sand cache, and then probably safe warp, or yeah, just safe warp. You'd probably want to go to Great Temple, and then you route in some of those violet hints into Dorvis. Looks like we're just cleaning up bioenergy, though.
Steve has to go back through command center, theoretically, if Amber plus Amber Hence was the game plan.
Yeah, so it's probably going to circle around, maybe, to get Amber. What we're guessing.
I also totally get saving here after the earlier doomed entry, doomed excursion. And as somebody still like learning this game myself, watching other people play it still makes me nervous. Okay.
This is actually, in my opinion, this was not a bad play to kind of come around for Amber here. Like, I kind of thought, it's a
Yeah.
little questionable, but yeah, I can see, you get Amber, and then you can just route in.
Yeah,
That
you're
route's
just
in pretty good.
walking through all the hints on your way out of picking it up without really losing any time, and also getting the hint there, getting the layer change for free.
I don't think it's I wouldn't say it's too big of a deal to some extent, but it is pretty good. Like, you could probably just grab Amber first, and then
I think it's one of those ones where you like saved like 5 seconds and you're like, "Hey guys, I'm a genius," and everyone else is like, "Yeah, that was optimal. I guess. Good job. We're proud of you." But
well, I mean,
worth recognizing. Like, yeah,
it's
that's
definitely in the case when if you don't know, how to do the fast strats for getting the item.
yeah.
I think it's a bit more of a bigger time save.
Oh yeah, I was just using a hypothetical excuse. But I think it's a good play. I think it's the right play. I like it as a play.
I actually took the time to learn this, but if you lose all of your health in this turret, you die, even if you have 14 E-tanks.
Huh. This is the moment when I learned that there is a health for the turrets. I just assumed you were invincible until the enemies died. Um,
Yeah, there's no point in reading that hint, especially when we already peeked the item. Now Steve will get Amber hint here. Will tell us about screw attack.
oh,
It's pretty good info.
yeah.
And there's super missiles.
Oh, okay. Annihilator beam was in
Underground tunnel.
Torvis underground tunnel.
And that is exactly 4 rooms away. So that'd be Plaza. Could also be abandoned worksite, maybe? No, that's a little Great Bridge. Could be Lagoon, I think, as well. Or somewhere in Lower Taurus? Nah. I think Lower Taurus is a little too far.
I'm trying to pull it up right now. I'm trying to pull up the map that was shared with me.
So with these amount of items, I think what Steve can do here, especially because now they're going through the front, it probably should have safe warped here, but maybe they're just getting some extra checks, I'm guessing. Is Steve could have safe warped, goes through the front, gets the violet hints, can get the Sky Temple key hints, and then can route in screw attack.
Useful hint. So mcolyer is probably going to walk a very similar path here. Which is
PJ,
always
nothing man. I
unfortunate.
think they will find what's in Windchamber Gateway because they'll probably go down that path and then they hit the light block and they have super missiles. They can actually check what's there. Now on top of the ship, however, hopefully nothing's there.
That would be a very funny spider location, for example.
Yeah. If they wanted to play a bit more carefully, they could check that. And if Plaza is required, yeah, screw attack, then yeah, they're definitely. I mean, you're gonna want Spider in general.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for what it's worth, that does
Missiles.
narrow down some checks.
Not missiles. We're going all the way back.
Oh,
Yes, missiles. Okay.
you're low on missiles. You want to dump all of your missiles, counterintuitively. But it allows you to manipulate the drop system into giving you 10.
Thank you, Echoes, for being kind to people playing it.
Then we get our first violet hint here. Aeon Temple keys.
That was Sky. I just saw Sky Temple and Sank.
Yeah, and then we got the one Temple Grounds.
Key on Airy. I'm sure at least somebody would love that.
surprised we're... Okay, maybe we get this hint first and then we're doing that, I guess. Okay, that's
Thanks,
a
hint.
little bit of a thanks game moment there.
It's the second one so far.
Especially when you need a suit to really logically get that in. Well, and
McColyer's got
supers.
their amber now, so they're about to get the actually really good hint. Oh, you can scan it through the gate. There you go. Thank you, Bello. Good advice.
Now Steve off to get the Sky Temple key hints.
And here you go, McColyer. You're about to learn that this game is not as terrible as you thought it was. And you have options. Alright. Apologies for my keyboard while I type the hints.
Okay. And moment of truth. Let's see what we need. See if we're in go mode. Almost. And our first hint says we require that Chica key. That is our crossroads. And watch station access. Okay, that's free. 5 Dynamo works. We're gonna have to find Cobalt. Spider Dynamo Station. Main energy controller. Hall of Combat Mastery. Also, I think McCoyer just got a hint. Transit Tunnel South. We're gonna have to find Gravity. So, we pretty much need everything.
Yep.
I think McCoyer just got a hint for something at Hazing Cliff.
I missed that hint.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I just kind of glanced over as Steve was getting the Sky Temple key hints.
No, it's bad. There's no Airy. Thanks, Car. We appreciate your company here.
So now we got to fight Quad. We gotta fight Chica. And we
Grapple
gotta fight the
wasn't...
Spider Guardian.
That hint was grapple in Hazing Cliff?
Oh, okay.
That was a question. Delta, don't leave us hanging.
Yeah, I think, hopefully. Those are oh, you're talking about the Violet hint, the Path of Ice hint. I think that was or well, it wasn't Path of Ice. It was Meeting Grounds. That was that was the Worm hint.
Yes. It is grapple in Hazing Cliffs. We know that.
Okay.
And we probably don't need that because we can just get screw attack.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna go the other way.
I'm going to go take care of my dog who is getting into the trash can while these two runners race to their next progression.
Good luck with that. That appears to be an E-Tank? Oh. Oh, Steve gets to check wind chamber. Did not get to check that earlier. Maybe might go as far as FTA and get what's on top of the ship. can't actually tell what was in Windchamber Gateway. I'm assuming it was an E-Tank, but I feel like Steve would have got that. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Probably just not comfortable with the dashes to get across. And they do kind of know roughly where the screw attack is. Usually by this point you would have screw attack. Oh, not used to that. Oh, Torvis key hint. Dark Aegon Waste, Dark Torvis Bog, and I think that was Sanctuary Fortress? Wait, did Steve get that hint? Kinda bad for Steve. If that's the case. Wait. I just realized neither runner has the Torvis key. Oh right, mcolyer doesn't know. Okay, mcolyer just doesn't know. Yeah, it doesn't have SDK hints, of course. Right. Oh, HUD on Poison Bog? You do have Light Suit, and we do have Dark Visor. So it's not really the worst. So I'd say that's good info. And we'll read this hint. Oh, there's the screw attack. Locked by grapple. So now we need to find grapple beam to get screw attack.
I love that. On the flip side, I see mcolyer didn't go for hints.
Yeah, maybe getting that later. Maybe just okay. I think this is fine because you're probably gonna just route this in through the back, which is I think is totally fine. Especially because you get to lower this. Oh, there's scan ball.
Okay, yeah.
Don't need to scan that. We have boost ball. Maybe it just doesn't know if it's spider or not. Okay. That's fine. I think it's good here to probably check what's in Plaza Access.
But they do have to walk all the way back to Hazen Cliff.
Oh, yeah, right. We do know about grapple. So mcolyer has info on grapple, but Steve,
Yeah.
I don't think got in. So Steve is going to get burnt here by not getting some of these amber hints.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where the Torvis keys are. Doesn't know where grapple is. That's kind of bad. Oh, and just so you know, because like you kind of dipped out, we got the hint for the Torvis keys in Portal Terminal, and they were in Dark Aegon, Dark Torvis, and Sank.
Okay.
So yeah, wow, those amber hints are kind of the might be what cost Steve this race.
Also, wow, that amber carrying hard. HUD system on Poison Bog. That's kind of funny. That's like not even that bad comparatively.
Yeah, this is going to be very unfortunate for Steve because Steve knows that they need grapple. I
Yeah.
don't know how much of this is really in logic for Steve here. I think, I mean, you rotate the bridge, and then that lets you get whatever's that Forgotten Bridge. That's logical. Then you can do some other checks. I think mcolyer is going to have quite the catch up here. Going to
This is
Dark
actually,
Orvis. Oh, rotating the bridge.
this is kind of what I was starting to talk about, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago. Where like being able to skip logic is good because you can get something and not have to come back for it, but also it can be very bad when you skip logic and you're like, wait, I have everything, but where do I need to go? Where's the game telling me to go?
Yeah, something that would be like a really good logic breaker here is instead of getting that grapple beam, there's a boost jump that you can do.
What happened with that power bomb?
And maybe just too far into the corner.
Can it catch it there?
Yeah, just didn't hit, I guess. In the Taurus Temple fight.
Nice.
I guess this isn't entirely out of logic here, because we have power bombs. And we get to see what HUD system that is. That looks like Cobalt.
Yes, indeed. Steve with infinite E. It's no longer Steve, it's Steve. The Sank map is open. Thank you, Krar.
That is Tarski. mcolyer doesn't know it yet, but that is a good find.
It will be very happy later.
I'm actually surprised that, I mean, we're doing Dark Torvis, but I'm surprised that mcolyer hasn't gone back to just check Sky Temple key hints.
I am too, but
Oh, gravity boost, ATS.
ATS, there you go.
So I think
We're
at this
almost
point,
airy.
the only thing we kind of don't know about is Spider and Echo Visor.
Yes.
So with the hints and with some kind of, I feel like this seed is actually kind of linear here.
Linear for us.
The Spider is just in a bad spot and unhinted.
I like the vanilla spider that was brought up in chat. And by like it, I mean I would be unhappy if I were playing.
So I guess mcolyer is going to clean this up and then just goes back to Dorvis. Or maybe even safe warps, perhaps? And then routes in Violet hints that way? I don't know. Not sure what the plan here is. My guess is that they will get those hints, though.
I would be very excited about hints right now.
IP Mammo. Okay. So in terms of info, I think mcolyer has quite a massive advantage here.
Well, once they get hints, they do. Until then, I mean, theoretically, they could keep clearing, being like, there's only so many places where the next item could be, you know? Which is not a good spot to be in.
I feel like, yeah, are they kind of
As soon
thinking
as they
about it?
get hints, though, yeah, absolutely. They know what they need to do to win, other than Spider. And oh yeah, Echo. Honestly, it's if it is a spider or Echo lottery, knowledge at this stage might not even be a huge thing, but currently it's going to
Well,
help mcolyer help up catch
the
up
thing
a whole
about oh
lot.
wow, I've never seen these puffers here. Maybe something rotating the bridge. Oh, gonna isolate. We probably should have done for doing Upper Dark Torvus. Okay. Didn't do. I don't think they did Boost Guardian. Um,
They did not.
especially because we don't have Spider. I don't know how to feel about that.
Good portal sync. Good call.
And this is why rotating the bridge sucks. But this fight isn't actually that bad. Want to fire a charge shot so that you can just shoot a missile? But we don't really need Echo Visor. But it would be preferred. Unless, of course, you know, there's a Cheka key and Airy, and yeah, we would need Echo Visor.
That would be a great spot for a Chickagee.
Or, you know, like Sentinel's Bath or Main Gyro. Which would unfortunately lead to mcolyer losing their cannonball. If
Did
it's Airy.
mcolyer pick it up?
Yep. It's not. I wouldn't say it's that big of a deal, considering where it's at, especially. I mean, I guess that's kind of close to Cheka, to be fair. But with double damage, not the
Yeah, it's not
worst.
terrible.
And more. Oh yeah, we got the hint earlier. I kind of just didn't mentally read it.
Are we turning around?
Yeah, now's the time to get hints.
There we go.
You get the good news that you need literally everything.
So we've got both players basically playing catch up on each other right now. Always a fun part of these races. Just a good, I don't know, solid 10 minutes or so. 5 minutes of no content. We're looking for Echo Visor, possibly. We're definitely looking for Spider Ball. We know where Screw Attack is. We know where
And we
Grab
also,
Boost
yeah,
is. We know where Grapple is, which is required. We've got two people in a whole lot of cleanup right now, and it's who can clean up correctly and hopefully trip over Spider Ball. We love these seeds.
yeah. The main thing here is there's a very good chance I don't think Steve is going to get those amber hints, which I think are going to be crucial for this.
Yeah.
And I think could just run into it potentially though. the check your keys.
Also true.
Although, if they do go back to Hazing Cliff for grapple, they could still pick up those hints.
That is true. McColyer might have to give up their cannonball.
In the light ammo. Generally, if you're in a race, though, you should probably avoid just getting a lot of these little things. They can
Very
be
true.
helpful.
It's also better to pick
But
up the light ammo than it is the heavy ammo, as it can slow you down.
I think it really ultimately depends where, in
That was
terms of
just a
convenience.
stupid joke. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I think I got it. It took a bit to kick in, but I got it. Oh, looks like we might get to see what's on top of the ship. And also, what is an FTA?
Nah,
Where we
once
get
we
some
have missiles, yeah. One more coin into the don't have enough missiles for Seekers jar.
Oh, and didn't make the jump.
Luckily, we have space jump, so it's easy to get back. And that's SDKs from mcolyer. Just a missile on the ship. Good to see for the racers. Good to see for anybody who wanted something terrible to happen. We can just check this. This is nice.
Yep. And no missile.
Also nothing. Did not know you could just morph ball down that and skip the cutscene. Good info.
Going through Sank entrance. Not the worst play, I would say. Considering we have Seekers and Dark Visor, I guess this is fine.
I don't even know how to play Sank from this side. I really should be practicing instead of commentating since I am in this tournament myself, but here we are.
Well, we do have 3 races today.
I couldn't leave anyone hanging. I've had it happen to me. It's so sad watching your own race back when somebody could be giving, feedback and talking about it. And
Yeah, it's nice to have GOMs on your race. And it also sucks to do like solo GOMs.
True, I appreciate you being here very much. You have definitely carried the knowledge side of it.
Yeah, I usually like to hop in if I see, oh, no one else is doing comms.
I think mcolyer just did the same need a missile thing, but well, maybe
So
not.
mcolyer will probably try to latch onto this cannonball as long as they can. Gonna get more info. Can't quite go this way. There is a light block that is blocking the way. And unfortunately, you can only shoot it from the other side. Unless mcolyer has cleared this, and I did not see that.
I did not see them either. Okay, yeah. Get off the elevator. So it triggers. There you go. What's this guy's name?
I believe it is Quentin.
Quentin. Yes, that is correct.
Quentin the Quad. Beat the quad. Now we can check sync map.
Thanks to our poisoned bog. Cobalt.
Yep.
Sank map. What have you got for us?
Spider.
Well,
Oh,
that's rough.
that's pretty big for Steve.
That's yeah.
When is unless mcolyer gets a hint for that, that is
I
huge. And
mean,
just leaving.
yeah. Why are you gonna come here?
I don't know about leaving here. I feel like we should keep pushing a little further. Oh,
Sorry.
maybe to get the cobalt hint? Okay.
Yeah,
Now
this
that we have spider.
very rare grapple beam being a huge pivot in any game in the series.
Yeah, this is looking pretty close. It's like because mcolyer has info on the first keys. Steve now has
Yeah,
spider. And
I
who knows when Steve, could just run to the Torvis keys? Then mcolyer, who knows when they'll find spider.
I think this is one of those like really interesting races where it's definitely not close, but we don't know who it's close for or
Oh,
who's winning.
mcolyer might actually run to spider, taking the same
Ooh.
route as Steve.
Well, this is looking good for mcolyer then.
And not the most useful hint.
I've seen worse, but not by much. My trash dog is pissed about that hint.
Oh, maybe there's. I didn't actually see it was in snake entrance. It's a missile. I thought maybe a red key was there or something.
That hint is our, what, fourth thanks game?
Yep, that's just how echo hints be.
That's better than the game I'm used to playing. There are no hints in Metroid Prime. Well, that's not true. There's one hint. And that hint says that the Phazon suit is in Phazon Mines.
Yep, the hint. The hint of all time. When in doubt, if you don't know where Phazon suit is, just check Phazon Mines.
It's in Phazon Mines. It's always in Phazon Mines.
But yeah, mcolyer is going to run into this spider. I can't see a way they would not. So now that Steve is probably going to run the grapple here, knows where gravity goes, might not run into. Unfortunately, I don't think is going to find the hint for Chica for the keys.
That is true.
It's generally, if you're dealing with this, the quad shenanigans here, it's generally going to be better to reload this room first so that they can't do that. Or they detach their head and they go to another body. If you reload this room, the extra legs will be gone. So a good thing you can do is you try to get what's in Hall of Combat Mastery, and if your lovely spot gets destroyed, you just go into Gulling Chamber.
That is another note added to my notebook. I've had some bad experiences with those quads. That is just go look at the item, then go somewhere else and reload the room. Grab these other two checks.
Yep.
There's our grapple for Steve. So, right as mcolyer is getting their spider ball. So yeah. It is unlikely that we get the hints on Steve's side for Chica.
Yeah, and mcolyer, yeah, finding gravity might be questionable here for Boiler, unless they just decide to push all the way through Sync. I think they're going to prioritize getting grapple and then getting crew attack. But there is a hint in Dorvis Temple, so it's not really the worst. Or not Dorvis Temple. The energy controller.
Watch station. ATS? Yeah, okay.
Oh, Steve might run into the hint.
Well, they know ATS is progression, so they're going there for sure.
Oh yeah, Steve is definitely probably going to run into this hint. Rots in Dorvis, rots in the extra amber hints. Maybe?
Hopefully. For their sake.
So far this is kind of looking like Steve's race to lose. Depending on what happens here.
Apologies for the dog. He's mad about nothing.
You took his trash.
It's not even the same dog.
Oh.
It's the other dog. The other dog
He's
is mad.
mad for him. Strategy meeting, I guess.
Sorry, he was mad because the other dog laid on his blanket.
Oh.
Which, that's understandable. I would be upset too. Um,
Yeah, I'd be upset if someone was laying in my bed.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It is really funny watching a like 12-pound Chihuahua kick a 90-pound lab out of a location just because it's his blanket. Um, all right, so we've got the good hint here. The grapple beam is in Hazen Cliff.
Yep.
I'm sure
I
they're
think.
thrilled having
Yep.
just picked up
Steve
the
is.
grapple beam.
Yeah, not the greatest hint there. Was going to run to some gold later on.
I do also like the hint coming up on Steve's side as mcolyer picks up the hinted item. The timing on the seed has been amazing.
Yep. The high five on the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to deal with this quad so that they don't have troubles grabbing this key.
We're just gonna yellow it.
Probably should deal with that. Yeah, now we have to deal with two quads, and you don't want them destroying this platform, which I think is about to happen. Go save your platform. Okay. All the quads are gone. Now it's time for mcolyer to get this. Oh yeah, Steve. I think left that behind. Can get it later. That's fine. Wait, did Steve get the portal terminal hint?
Not that I saw.
Um. Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
oh no. Maybe they did and we all missed it?
I I I would, yeah, I would have to look in the VOD. I don't think Steve got it though.
I don't think so either. Meanwhile, on the right side, I wish you the best of luck, mcolyer. I remember when I learned how to do this, like, what was that, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, the key is your instamorph.
Yep. Pretty sure that was you that taught me that one.
Yes. I want to see real quick if Steve gets this in. Just kind of look in the VOD.
Vanilla strats. While you do that, I'll pay attention to what the two of them are doing. mcolyer is getting that SDK vanilla, so big
Yeah,
time
Steve did
investment.
not get that hint. That is
He
so
did not.
bad.
That's a pain. That's tragic.
Oh no, controller issues in the race time on Bella's side. mcolyer.
Uh, oh, yeah, we're probably about to see that right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see those bombs not coming out.
well, it looks like it's stuck in our direction too.
Yeah.
Well, gotta switch to a keyboard layout.
There's no way anybody could ever play this game with a keyboard. What are you talking about?
Not that bad.
If only we had a keyboard expert we could call upon to talk about that.
Yeah, it looks like they're having tech issues though.
Yeah. which is a shame. I have broken so many controllers playing this game. But by so many, I mean like 2 or 3, but I understand the physical technology issues.
Yeah, the moment that happens for me, I just probably just gonna go back to the keyboard.
I just have another controller waiting. I've been playing fighting games for so long, I know how it works. This looks terrible on McCollier's side, though. It looks like the controller's totally dead.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
I mean, they can still pause. They can't. When they do pause, it doesn't input left. But when they're in game, it
Oh,
inputs
unlimited
left.
beam ammo.
I wonder if this
Changing.
isn't a controller issue. Because when they pause the game, their screen isn't just like spinning to the left constantly. I wonder if this is a soft lock.
I think
But
that it was the holding up. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a soft lock though. I think because they were kind of doing it on the other one.
we might have a friendly pause while they work on this. This is not something I've ever seen before.
Yeah, it looks like they might be doing something like that.
Yeah, we've got a full reset on McCollier's side.
Yep.
They haven't saved for a while too, so this is absolutely tragic that they had to reset there.
Yeah.
This is heartbreaking.
Thanks, game kind of hint. Oh, that is a massive reset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that is like
That's like 45
and
minutes.
yeah, I guess it was maybe an issue with Dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Now they're
That's
moving just fine. Or whatever they're using. I don't know if they're using Dolphin. That was assumption. Yeah, it don't even have space jump boots. It's
yeah, that's way back. Oh man. Yeah, it looks like it was a dolphin issue. That's not. Yeah, they have lost like an hour. I think about 45 50 minutes. That's terrible. That sucks so bad.
yeah, because now they got to go get space jump. They don't even have the suit. So yeah, we can get space jump boots, the suits, get the amber and the super
Yeah,
missile.
the ping pong.
Yeah, pretty terrible. Yeah, this is very unfortunate.
I mean, Steve still doesn't have the Torvis key hint.
Yeah, but at this point it probably doesn't.
Yeah.
That is such a huge amount of time lost there. And mcolyer, yeah, is forfeited.
I don't blame them at all. That's painful. And that's not even like a oh, I know where the items are, I can figure it out and catch up. That's just it's going to be 30 minutes until I got where I was. That sucks. That sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I feel for mcolyer.
Yeah, there's not much you can do here.
Absolutely tragic.
So now Steve has to finish the race here. Get the win.
Well, it looks like they're discussing. This would be interesting. This would be totally a gentleman's on Steve's side. Just hey, tech issues aren't fair. I don't want to win like that. I totally understand and I get that.
Yeah, it looks like mcolyer has decided that they should just continue. They'll be taking that forfeit. Which is understandable because that is a lot of, like, even if you're
Yeah.
just doing it to catch up, it's just, yeah.
Yeah. That is an unfortunate way for that race to go. It was so interesting too. What a shame.
Yeah, it was quite close. It could have gone really just any way, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's even harder because, the mcolyer had the knowledge advantage there. They were in a spot where, unless Steve and Reed got lucky or walked across, finally went back and got that hint. They were in a good spot. They were in a good spot to take it.
Yeah,
It's painful.
because they don't have that Torvis key in Aegon,
Yeah.
which is
Oh yeah,
probably
that
going to be
too.
the, yeah, that would probably be the last place they go to get that, and then yeah, so it's just
Especially
unfortunate.
with that key specifically being something that was like a questionable routing decision early for Steve. That would have been a crazy way for that to go.
Yeah, it's because yeah, Steve right now just doesn't have the hints, and we do know one of the keys is in sync, so there's a chance that Steve runs into that one. But yeah, probably won't find that Aegon key. Or the Dorvis key and Aegon, to be precise.
And I mean, honestly, at this point, I would assume I already got the Aegon hint. Or the Crossroads key, rather. Or that check. Markers. mcolyer in this very room, actually picking up this STK, had a dolphin issue where their controller was only inputting right. So they could not finish the spider track portion of the puzzle and they had to reset, but their last save was a good 45, 50 minutes ago. So they were unable. I mean, at this point, like an hour of catch up is not really an option they have.
Yeah, and they've chosen to DNF.
Yeah, it really is tragic. The race was super close. Steve had like a checks lead and like a positioning was a little ahead, but mcolyer had a little more knowledge and was kind of ahead in knowing what to do. They knew they needed grapple for screw attack. They knew where the Torvis keys were for the required Chika. Um, so even though on paper Steve might have been ahead, it was almost expected that mcolyer would catch up and maybe even actually be ahead just because of the information. It's a really unfortunate time for that to happen, especially because they were probably coming up on this save station here soon and probably would have taken it.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate.
Steve does have to finish the race, as far as I understand, to get the win, right?
Yeah, Steve must finish the game. Take this win.
Are we allowed to / able to invite mcolyer into the booth since he's kind of just stuck waiting for however long Steve needs to clean up?
I think I had a similar situation to this before, but I think you can.
I have no
Yeah, I think
idea
it'd
how to
be. I
do
think
that.
it'd be. Yeah, I think it'd be completely fine to have McCoy kind of just come in for a bit of an interview. Oh, and for Echo Visor.
Oh, where was Echo?
I don't know. I didn't quite see it. I just saw Echo Visor and then the menu closed.
Okay.
2 rooms away from something. Oh, Lower Torpus.
Under
That would
transits,
probably
yeah.
be Rapid Guardian. Wait, they say up to or exactly? Either way, I don't think that could be anywhere but Grapple Guardian. Oh yeah, that's under Transit 2, not under Transit 1. So then that could be under Transit 1.
Okay, I've sent an invite to. Hello.
Hello.
That is tragic.
Yeah.
Was
You
so. What happened
well,
with your dolphin?
I don't know if it's dolphin or what was it, but when I got to the lasers on the sanctuary Hall
Mm-hmm.
of Combat Mastery, I got stuck.
Yeah,
I moved, disconnect, went through dolphin settings, did not budge.
it looked like you were holding left the whole time that little
Yeah, I know
track
it
was
looked
there.
like but I was actually not holding the controller.
But then when you paused, the pause menu wasn't spinning like it does when you're just
Yeah,
holding left.
yeah, that's why I wasn't holding it. Probably got stuck. I don't know if it was some sort of I don't know, dolphin, cannonball, a mixture of everything.
Yeah, I mentioned like, is this a bug I don't know about? It sounds like it's not a
That's
bug anyone knows about. So
yeah, and I lost a ton of time with that.
yeah, 45, 50 minutes, something crazy. They did have
Yeah,
cannon markers.
yeah. So I was
Oh
like,
yeah, you also lost cannon on top of everything else.
yeah, I was like, well, if I lost cannonball and maybe a few items, I was like, well, it's not the end of the world. I can manage.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm getting a call from my father. 1 minute.
There is a bug with Hall of Combat Mastery and Cannonball. Markers Does that bug involve getting stuck in lasers?
Yeah, it
Good
kind of
job,
looked like
Steve.
they're kind of rolling forward, but yeah, I guess the map wasn't really
Sorry.
moving at all or anything.
Sorry about that. My father was wanted me on a call. Quick call
No
for
worries.
something.
Yeah, no problem.
So it does, from what Markers is saying, look like there is a bug with Cannonball in that specific track
Oh,
with lasers.
so I was sort of on point when I was telling Belo. I think there might be something weird with Cannonball, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I've never
good to know
seen
for the
anything like
future. For that.
Good to know for me too. I will not be
Yeah.
going in there
With
casually
Cannonball.
with Cannonball.
Yeah, I think none of us. Oh, there was Gravity. I already put the stream up.
Oh yeah, you had the information advantage because right now Steve does not know where the Torvis keys are at all,
Oh,
and walked by the hint I think at least a couple times.
At least twice, yes.
I
Yeah.
forgot where that hint was.
Is in Portal Terminal.
Oh yeah.
At the time of you having your soft lock, we weren't sure who was winning.
Oh,
You had
so it was
information. He had a bit of a lead, just like
item lead and everything.
check-wise and itemly, yeah. But
But
you
I had the
had,
information, so I knew where to go for the keys.
yes.
What turbos key does he have?
I believe it is the Dark Torvis one.
Yes.
Oh,
So yeah,
so
the
he
one in
has it.
Aegon.
There was one in Aegon that I
Yeah,
didn't pick up,
Crossroads.
but I knew where it was.
yeah. So it would be a long time before Steve finds that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so. But I was so behind and I got demoralized.
That's understandable. I have been
Yeah,
there.
completely.
What I'm going to do for week 3 is get that anger, everything, and go and try to win it for week 3. Use that as motivation.
You got it.
Which is, well, probably what I can only do.
Yep.
You mentioned you're in Mexico.
Yes.
Totally unrelated.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Monterey, just south of Texas. 2-hour drive, 2-3-hour drive from Texas.
Monterey. That's like half an hour from the coast, right?
Yeah, about it.
Half an hour, 45 minutes. I used to live in Escondido,
Oh,
so I mean, it's a bit longer of a drive for me, but
yeah.
good area. There's not a lot of Spanish Mexican representation. I am very white. I don't count as Spanish Mexican representation, but
I am sort of white. I have my grandfather is from the U.S., so
my entire family is from the U.S. and the ones that aren't are from like the Netherlands and Germany and Ireland. So I'm very white.
yeah.
I grew up in the area.
It's mostly
good to see.
my family also.
Yeah. But yeah, that frustration, that's a good thing. That can be translated. Also, look at Steve on this fight. He's killing quad here.
Yeah, he's not getting the screw attack on the antenna correctly, I believe. Because I find it easier doing it from the ground floor.
Yeah, you can just bonk into the kind of the side.
The hitbox is
Nice
really generous for that fight. Still frustrating me. Also, the logic chain for that space jump.
Yeah, that's quite something.
Give you everything. Hope you end up checking growth.
Yeah, it was like,
I think you could have. Okay, so two things here. Steve went to doomed entry
Okay.
and lost a bit of time just kind of messing around there.
Okay.
And I think you lost time just trying to make the dash, and then I
Yes,
guess you
I was
decided
trying
to reset
to
out.
make the dash. Yep.
So that's kind of what kind of evened things up there in that
Yeah.
sense.
But I think if I didn't have that soft lock, or could have made that jump for the Sky Temple key.
Bella, we were also afraid of space jumping Orphaned and Hive Chamber B the first time you went through the loop, and the second time you
Yeah.
walked by it and didn't check it.
Oh. Actually, there was several times where I was with Velo. I was like, maybe we can go here. No, yes, we can go there. And I remember the fight for the pirates.
Uh-huh.
And well, just one check. Let's check it out right now. Space jump there on Targos. Oh. Then getting the screw attack 4 rooms away from and later.
Oh yeah, did you guys? I kind of didn't quite remember. Did you see where Screw Attack was?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes, but we didn't have grapple at that time.
Also, funny little bit, you picked up Grapple Beam at the exact moment that Steve read the hint for where Grapple Beam was.
That was funny. But he already had grapple, I imagine.
Yes, he already had Grapple.
Yeah, he was.
So it was
really
even
far
funnier.
ahead.
He was like, well, thanks, game.
There
Yeah, they went through
When
sync
you saw it, it
entrance.
was like super helpful.
Yeah, when I saw it was this is a really great hint. I think one of the best hints that I had all game when there were like, oh, Amber. I think I saw Amber. We were before getting Amber. That's where Amber is, and that Asut's located in Dark Aegon. I was like, thanks game. 2 joke hints back to back almost. Well, they were back to back joke hints for me.
There were a lot of joke hints for
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah, because early on you guys were just finding item after item.
Yeah, but that logic chain was horrible, to be honest.
Yep.
After getting Space Jump, that's sort of a bad bonk. After Space Jump was mostly free.
Yeah, get Space Jump. Now you have
Get
Light
Space
Suit.
Jump, Light Suit, everything is open. Go ahead, have fun. Get stuck on the Hall of Combat Mastery. Well, I'm pretty sure I couldn't have recovered from this.
I mean, it's possible.
There is a
I've
possibility.
seen crazier
Yeah.
things.
I mean, if Steve last locations the Torvis key,
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe, but that hint that when I read it was like, it was pretty straightforward. I think he should have read it.
He walked by it. A
He
good
already
super
told me
missile
2
hint.
times. Yep. The hints are not useful today.
No, they're not. They're reminders. Hey, you just picked up the super missile back there, by the way.
Yeah. He doesn't have Echo, right?
No.
Oh.
No, he did
So
see a
there's
hint
also.
for Echo.
Oh yeah.
That was what, under Transit 1, 3 rooms from under Transit Run?
I think it
something like
was. I think it was under Transit 2, and then like 2 rooms from there. So that's
Yeah.
probably under Transit 1.
Yeah, Grapple
I mean,
Guardian
you
or
can't go-
Dungeon is
Yeah.
where
Well,
Delta ended up.
Ah,
I
well.
think it was exactly. So yeah, it might be an under transit one.
Lear has nothing. Is a hint for Lear? Oh, well, no. Did he already got the hint there? No.
The STK, right?
No, there's a. What does this hint have?
Oh, this we don't know.
Emerald.
Very helpful.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god, with
pretty
those
much.
hints. Yeah.
The only useful hints, I guess. Oh yeah, there was a hint for gravity in the Taurus energy controller, and then
The
there's the hint for
grapple
the
and
Taurus key.
screw,
Yeah.
grapple and screw hints were both very helpful.
Yeah, pretty much. Most of the useful hints were just on the amber hints.
Yeah, kind of carried.
I'm just reading the server, and there's. I might not ask for Cannonball for the future. Well, it's really useful for Chica, but that's soft lock. I don't know.
Cannonball's in the default settings, not even as a multiplayer
Yeah, I know.
item.
Yeah, I read not to be Cannonball there. I think it'll be a fun R8 to have.
Can we RA like no Annihilator? Just make the seed terrible.
Why not be more fun? Let's bring out random doors or something. Get chaos.
Yes, we did, Camille. We had a Hall of Combat Mastery. Off block.
Oh, someone asking about the soft lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
We had a 45-minute plus
loss.
soft lock. A very, very tragic instance. I also learned about it just now, so.
I
Here
think
we
most
are.
of us learn right now about it. So
Yeah, there's
Okay.
also a thing with a mini gyro.
yeah,
And fall through.
yeah. At the beginning, the first I think I got pushed outside the collision. Also, why doesn't he still throw a power bomb? Should be patched, right?
Yes, this is new patcher.
Yeah, so it shouldn't have problem if he throws a power bomb.
Correct. But like, we're all new to this. We're all learning. I probably would have forgotten that.
I somehow know several tricks, mostly due to watching Bash. So that's my advantage. So I know several, at least by view, tricks. But yeah, it didn't help today.
No, that's understandable. There's even a whole moment where I talked about how sometimes knowing how to do things is bad.
Yeah.
Just like, well, I got all these items out of logic. What's logic?
Yeah. I like to try to keep it on logic, but when logic decides to not work with you,
Can very quickly become painful.
I feel like the logic was somewhat straightforward in terms of, you get Emerald and then you get Seekers, and Seekers didn't really lead to any progression that's kind of a little suspicious. Like in Mining Station B.
yeah, it
We
led
have
you to go to Torvos for space jump. Which, to be honest, I wouldn't have thought of it if I was on the next phase of the of the tournament.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Is
Yeah,
Space
that's
Jump can be an MSP.
yeah. I learned that.
Ledge.
So
I'm not sure what the suit logic is for that though, or the damage. How much
yeah,
he tanks.
Boots were in Torvis Grove, and I forgot about Screw Attack.
Oh, Screw Attack is Path of Roots.
Path of Roots. Screw Attack was in Path of Roots. I did not forget about that. I did forget about that.
but I am just reading the chat petition to rename Call Combats. I don't know if I can say that word, but
Hall of Combat
But
Stupidity.
stupidity.
That's a word we're allowed to say.
okay. I didn't know. I know SpeedGaming has more restrictions on words.
Little thing here is you can stand on top of this morph ball tunnel and then just Screw Attack onto this ledge
Oh,
instead of taking these spider tracks. You can also stand on these floating things if you don't have Screw Attack.
So you can stand on the top of that tunnel that he just went through?
Yeah.
Nice. Heard. Learned. I don't think I've ever picked up that item, but if I ever have to, now I know.
reading chat about the soft lock right now.
Yeah, I guess I really never learned about that soft lock because I don't know. It's very unlikely that you have Cannonball, but you don't have Space Jump boots. And you
Yeah,
have Space Jump boots, you just
but
want to take the shortcut.
I couldn't get the shortcut, so.
Yeah. Definitely
But
worth learning though.
yeah,
Steve's
I'll
thinking.
have it on learning.
Oh, Steve's learning.
He's learning. So he's missing Tumos. Okay, he's missing a Chica STK. What STK he's missing? There are 9. Chica, Tumos.
Yeah, Chica. Oh yeah.
Did he get Hall of Combat Mastery?
I think Steve is
He did.
realizing that.
TTS?
Oh yeah, TTS definitely. It's definitely that.
So yeah, TTS, Chica, MEC. He's probably checking for hints for the
Yeah,
Chica
looking.
keys.
Yep,
Yeah.
realizing.
Chica, Tumos, TTS.
Oh, he was probably checking which hints he scanned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he has only 3 hints for.
He's good
For,
at translators. He knows there's a hint for that. He doesn't have the hint for that.
yeah.
Yep, the realization's probably kicking in.
You still had a chance.
Yeah.
This
I had a bit
is
of a
a good
chance.
lesson.
Yeah, just.
Fight until the end.
Yeah, I was debating if I should go or not.
It's totally valid to be like, I can't do it.
Yeah, I was depressed.
Yeah, when you lose that, I mean, like if it's 15, 10 minutes, you can try again and then like.
Yeah, but it was an hour. If it was 10, 15 minutes, I would have. Well, it's not much. But an hour losing base jump, spider, grapple.
Yeah, replaying half an hour,
It's tedious.
tedious is a kind way of putting it.
Yeah. Half an hour tedious, but more than that.
Also looking like this other Taurus key could be
Yeah,
Echo
that,
locked.
He's probably going to Turbos right now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that Echo Visor because, well, probably gonna get the hints in Lower Torvis.
Yeah.
Probably gonna clear a decent amount of Lower Torvis. But yeah, probably not gonna find that Amber hint anytime
yeah.
soon.
I think he's going to find the turkey before the hint. The trick
I
is,
don't like this room that Steve is going through.
did he open the door? No.
No.
That's statue. Oh, it's... Oh, he did. Oh, he already went to Lower Torvos.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you already got the hints. Can you just get an Echo? Fine.
Probably.
Probably also get TTS here while we're at it.
Doing cleanup.
Another fun, unmentioned bit of the mentor tournament is that there's a whole bunch of us that don't have like a whole ton of knowledge about the game, with just little bits of things we know everything about.
Yeah, watching other people play.
It's like they do a very simple trick and you're like, oh, I didn't know that existed. And then they walk into another room and you're like, you can just do a free BSJ here. How do you not know that?
Yeah.
Not like a good mental approach to it. You know, we're all learning, but it's very funny seeing the knowledge gaps we all have.
Went for that hint. It was nothing. But
yes, another great hint. Yes, even the mentors are learning.
Yeah.
That's the best part of these games, honestly.
Because
There's
the mentors
so much
are...
info.
This is what I see. The mentors know all the tricks. Oh, well, the tricks. And they know how to do it them, so they don't go for the long way, let's say. And well, we go for the long way, and and you learn something new, like that
Yeah.
soft lock.
There was probably twice the seed. I was like, I don't know how to do this from vanilla. I just learned that.
Yeah, there are a lot of times where I kind of have to come up with alternatives and kind of like better strats. And more, more of a more friendly approach
Yeah.
to certain rooms,
What Steve was going for there, that little bomb jump to skip that ledge and fall down. That's real,
Yeah.
right? You can do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you are at the very edge and you lay a bomb, you can just, the moment it hits you, you can just move to the left. You'll make it.
I thought so. Just wanted to check.
So yeah, I think when I was first learning, I tried to like, lay the bomb and then you roll back to get some momentum. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh well. I don't know if I should stay all the way through the end.
Yeah, you can stay, you can leave whenever you
Yeah.
want. I think it's
I'll stay.
Good spider ball hint. Yeah, you can stay as long as you want to.
Those hints are goddamn funny.
I mean, that would have been pretty good if you
Yeah.
don't go through sync entrance and like you don't do as many checks in sync, but yeah,
Yeah,
not
but-
the most useful.
Bello, that's a totally valid point to bring up. I wasn't part of the Metroid Prime 1 Mentor tournament, but looking at it, there were people I was like, I'm way better than you, and they were signed up as mentors. But then there were mentees. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this player's here. And I think realistically, if I'd gone into it, I would have done terribly. because
Yeah.
everyone in that tournament
I was part of the
amazing.
first two as a mentee. And you
Yeah.
can see that I had a bit of muscle memory from moving while jumping through the game.
The jumping
Because-
is so much different.
Yeah. I'm so used to it moving fast by jumping on Prime. So,
Oh yeah. Were you when you were trying to dash? Were you trying to like at first you were trying to do it like Prime?
yeah, my mind
I kind of
defaults to
saw.
Prime.
Yeah, I kind of saw a little bit of that. I think.
But still was in manner.
It's the dashing in this game is so slow compared to Prime.
Yeah, dashing. It's pretty much. I guess the way you could think of it is like, you're pretty much R dashing,
Yeah,
except the inputs are a bit different.
I was feeling when doing the dashes. Some of them I was missing the R press, which is really important to do.
Oh yeah. Something we were kind of talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
While that was happening is there's a way that you can buffer your inputs
Okay.
when you're going for a dash. So you can fully scan an object, and then that'll put you in this menu. And then if you time your inputs correctly before you get into that menu, you can just press R, and then you can just you let go of L, and then you hold L again really quick, and that'll give you like a decent dash.
Oh,
Having just learned this from Cat Human
But
a
you
couple
can
weeks
do
ago.
expert dashes like that.
Yeah, it's really free. You kind of just like, there's the echo. Good job, Steve. You just like, you get the scan and then do a Prime 1 style dash, and then hold L so that it locks you into the scan visor info, and then you've got all the time in the world to input everything else you want to do as soon as you back out of the menu.
yeah.
It really is totally free.
Chikaki, the one that the one in what was it? Sank?
Portal terminal. Oh, or you're talking about the key itself.
Yeah, the kid cell, the one with he was on Sank, right, or Hive?
Yeah, there's one Sank, and then there's another one Dark
Yeah, in
Darth,
Portal.
which is
Yeah, probably going to save warp here.
so yeah, the one Sank is probably echo locked in some way.
Yeah.
What's the name of the room with the giant ball in the middle that you gotta blow up?
Oh, main gyro.
I bet that's where it is.
Always a fun check because that is I would say that's the only check that hard requires both Echo and Annihilator. Well,
And
Echo is also hard required if Ares is
yeah,
required, but yeah.
Airy
and
would also be funny.
and with that you lose the cannonball if Ares it.
Yeah, the good thing is that you have double damage. I don't think Steve has Cannonball right now.
Steve never picked it up.
Oh. At first I was debating if I should pick it up or not.
Yeah, it's somewhat close to Chica, so I don't think it would have been terrible if he didn't pick it up, but I don't think
Yeah.
I also don't think it's a big deal if you do pick it up. Like, maybe you lose it if, Airy just happens to be your Dorvis key.
Going to Aegon.
But at the same time, having double damage is fine. Probably just going to clean up those amber hints.
Yep. He's going to get that joke hint. He did not. Oh, he already got that hint.
Yeah.
You had to
There's-
come back here a second time to get that joke hint.
Yeah.
Which I think you did too, actually.
Yes, I did. I think I went and checked the item in this room, saw it was an ETM.
Mm-hmm.
Went for the missile expansion that was on Aegon Energy. Then from that, I went pick up the Seeker missiles. And the logic there was stupid from there.
Yes.
So Steve is gonna end up last locate, like, has checked I think every single violet hint, every single emerald, every single cobalt hint. Just this
Only
one hint.
missing one hint.
Probably looking back to make sure. Did I really last location this hint?
This it'll be funny.
It's tragic. It's painful.
Yeah, to be honest, I usually have the hints on my mind. Since, well, it's information, it's power. Information is power.
Yeah.
But we've all done this. We've all been like, well, what's the chance that punishes me? Or
Yeah,
even just completely forgotten about it. Like, I got that. Why do I have to go back and check it? Oh, shucks. I totally forgot that. An hour and a half later.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I had a scene. It was like one of the asyncs where I felt like I was doing pretty good, and then there's just this one hint that would lead me to screw attack, and then like I could finish the game. I didn't find it until like 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, and I just DNF.
Yeah, Delta, why are you reminded by that seed? Sorry to change the subject. What happened in DBZ Abridged?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened with that alarm clock?
Uh, Here's a hint. They're just seeing
There's the
Dark
long reading.
Aegon Waste. Where is that key? It's right behind you, on the next room, to the other side of the coin.
Oh yeah, something that was kind of a bit of a misroute on Steve's side is
These are
they
they
what they did when they first came to this place. You guys cleared out the most of the jump guarding loop. What they
Yeah.
did is they did transport center, and then they just left.
I'm also, from
And
how
then they
they
didn't even check
handled
what
that
the key
map,
was up top.
worried that they think they did Crossroads. Because that was 2.5 hours ago. They didn't
I
look at
saw the red
Crossroads.
key on Crossroads and scan it. I was not gonna let it go.
The red keys are pretty important because
Yeah, at least know where they are.
Steve is just gonna go
There
buy
it is.
it.
They 100% think they already peeked that or checked that or got it.
Yeah.
This is
So
unfortunate.
if they actually have that in mind, I might have had a chance.
Yeah, this is the last location here.
Yeah. If I knew they were going to do that, well, probably need tank here. If it's a red key, no, it's not. They're think they are going right now for cash. And near door. Cash 2, yeah. Some reason
They
on the
do
sun.
have the hint for Morbus, so they know it's not there.
Yes,
Or
they
should.
do. They should know that it's not there.
This is still a great example of why, if you can handle it, never give up till the bell rings.
Yes. It's a learning opportunity.
I've done the same thing. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Also, the fact that both suits were in the same room.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. One of my dogs decided to go on my lap right now, so I can move now.
If you watch it back, you'll hear both of my dogs at various points causing problems.
Oh. Luckily mine aren't that. What's Speed Gaming schedule right now?
I think we had a 4-hour block, right?
I'm opening the schedule directly from them. Week 20 Speed Gaming 4.
Now it's hit them.
There we go.
Confusion.
We're about to discover Crossroads.
Yeah, we still have another hour left. They're thinking. It's not here, it's not here. Where is it? Now I'm madder right now.
That's beam related.
Well, you're close.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
They're thinking
Crossroads.
about it.
I think they got it. What a shame, too.
Yeah. I think with my current knowledge, I might have been still behind right now, but who knows?
All you had to do to catch up was make a deal at the Crossroads.
Yep.
Sorry, I've been forced to watch too much Supernatural lately. Guess my fiance is catching up on it.
Or
I feel those shots from Steve very deeply in my soul. So, do we think they're gonna grab their cannonball on the way, or are they gonna wait until after they get their sync key?
Probably just gonna wait until they get the sync key.
Sanky, yeah. And they know it's in light sank, so
Probably after they get this key, they'll go through the Aegon elevator to sync. And do the echo checks.
What a brutal
if you're
cleanup.
Steve or Reed, you go pick Crossroads before going to the portal?
We
You do.
talked about it a bit. Yeah, when you're here, you should definitely peek that.
Yeah, I pick it because I wasn't, but in this case, you don't know where that last where that
Well,
part was
so
keyed.
they unlocked that light world door with that bomb slot, and then didn't
Yeah.
come in here and peek it. There's their
They
peek.
see her and
Um,
they think they have it.
and then, we were, well, at least I was like, well, maybe they're just gonna go get it on the light world side, and then they got the light world item and then just like left.
Yeah.
So
I did have in mind that I didn't haven't picked up that key yet, but knew where
I
it
don't know.
was.
I feel like it was we thought we looked at it, but we didn't. So we
I
checked it
did.
off, even
Yeah.
though it wasn't checked, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. In my case, I only knew it was there. Also, I see he has unlimited beam ammo. Where was that?
Oh, training chamber.
Oh.
All right, now onward to sink. Or thinking about something here? Safe warping. Okay.
Save warping. I think that's a good idea.
I'd say it's kind of slow here. Just go through the Aegon elevator. That kind of gets you closer to those echo checks.
Yeah.
Safety saving.
Oh.
And
Or maybe he just saved by accident.
they've been doing that quite a bit. Steve, I think at the beginning just entered Aegon safety save. Did a safe warp to do Temple Grounds. Came back to Aegon, safety saved again.
Yeah.
Oh, taking the light. Right.
Oh. So they can go check Mingyro first.
Yeah, they probably do Sentinel's Path, and then Minjaro, and then Harry. I think that'd be the more optimal routing here.
Did he check bolts or not?
Oh yeah, they have not checked Vault yet.
Oh.
I don't think they have, yeah. Looks like they're going straight to Minjaro, though. Oh, that's a red key.
Oh.
Wait. Have they known about this key, or... Just a little surprised that they probably didn't get it earlier. Oh, because maybe they didn't have Echo Visor. That's an Aegon key.
Okay, it's dead.
Yeah, it could be Vault.
Could be Vault, could be Airy, could be main gyro. Could be in
Oh, I
this
just
next
realized
room.
they never, because they just did the quad fight. They just never went into that room.
On this room?
The temple access room with the boost ball and the puzzle.
No, they did. He didn't have Echo.
Yeah, I'm saying they never entered that room at all, so they didn't know there was a red key there.
Oh yeah. To be honest, I would have also thought it was. Oh.
It was sneak.
Link had key tree.
Absolutely bullied by keys.
I would have been bullied also, so I'm not
Same.
mad about that. It's my pain also.
Oh, I haven't
think he's
checked
gonna be
the
pumped.
watch station.
Oh yeah.
I don't think. I don't know if I saw that correctly. Yeah, it looks like there's still an item there. Unless I'm seeing Vault from there somehow. No, just haven't checked it yet. Or maybe they checked it and then just didn't pick it up. Can't quite see it.
It's
Doesn't
a
see
Unlimited
missile.
missiles? Unlimited missiles.
Yep.
Does he get it? No.
By the way, how do we pronounce your name?
mcolyer.
mcolyer?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm used to it being pronounced incorrectly for all of my life.
Yeah, we
No,
I've been doing that
so
the entire time.
even if you get it wrong, I'm like, meh.
I can relate. Mine looks a little easier to pronounce. People still generally do it wrong.
And if I try, I'm going to probably get it wrong.
It's totally fine. I've
Is
never been bothered by it.
Avina? Or
It's yeah, sure.
meh. I do want to know if
Avina
You're gonna
works.
tell us the secret.
It's Avina, but Avina
Avin.
works.
Avin.
Avina is more common and what most people use, and also makes the most sense for the spelling, and also it's stolen from another language anyway that would have pronounced it closer to Avina, so I can't really claim the name. But Avina is my original intention. Avina is also cooler, so
What are they thinking right now?
Airy, probably.
I would do main gyro. Since I'm there.
Oh, they're probably talking about main gyro.
One up. Yeah.
Yay, puzzles.
Now you do main gyro. If there is no key there, you go do airy.
I think Steve has pretty much
Where
nearly full
He's
cleared their
going.
game.
Yes, very nearly.
Haven't done Hive Entrance. Dark Oasis under Temple.
Haven't done the known checks.
But-
Haven't done Boost Guardian.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Blizzard Guardian.
They were debating if he had cannonball, which he didn't.
He does not have Cannonball.
But he went or reload the room.
Oh yeah, that's why they're going back there to reload the room. Just normally you would do it through watch station access, especially if you don't have cannonball. I mean, even if you do have cannonball, yeah, you'd probably still do that.
That's a really annoying solution for that puzzle, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's low.
Mid high, low high.
There.
Ah.
There is the turbo ski, and
It's an Ingaki.
It's Harry. Amazing.
oh my god!
That's 3 keys in a row.
They're just stall bait.
There was there was no Chica Kid tree. Where is KR?
triple red key bait into required area. Does it get better than that?
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
was
so.
going
I
to
don't think
get
so.
baited. I was going to get baited by that too.
No, everyone was baited by that.
Yeah. Uh, they're trying not to do Aries.
I wish I could clip this for Karar so that they could enjoy every moment of what they're missing.
Yeah, I don't think it would be too bad to just check Airy here. I don't think you should
Yeah,
leave it for
you are
last. I mean,
there. If it's Airy, if you leave it and it's Airy,
you
it's
can
really long ways to get there.
do just the first half of the fight, and then you can peek the item that's up top, and if nothing's there, then
Oh yeah, you can just leave.
you can just leave. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
he did
reset.
the save,
You can
so
save here and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have lost that cannonball for sure.
yeah. I would have lost Cannonball for Chica, so for losing Cannonball, I'm not angry right now.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not that big of a deal when you have double damage.
Yeah,
Just a friendly reminder. These runners are great and have put in a lot of time and effort. You should follow them. You should follow Cat Human, a great commentator, great player, very
I
good to
should
learn
probably
from.
stream more often than I do, which is probably once every 2 weeks. I think wanted to get it more, but
Thank you for the
Oh,
compliment.
if Dark Samus is rolling around here, if you have a light beam out and you just have like charge light beam, you can
yeah, it's
move her out. Dark beam's pretty good here. You could probably just annihilator spam, especially with double damage and unlimited beam ammo.
I think you saw the point where we told him just spam annihilator in
Yep.
the fight. Yep. What are you doing?
Peeking
Oh,
the
he's
item.
playing.
You can do this during the fight. You
Yeah, you don't
don't
need to
really
go
have.
down.
Yep, that's the key.
Go ahead
Go
and
get the key.
annihilate that check.
Go get the key.
Watch this be bait too. Watch this be anything.
A more risky one.
That would be amazing.
I certainly
I
would be
think we
very
know.
confused.
We're pretty sure
Yeah,
there's not. Yeah, we know there's not one here. That has to be
Yeah,
it. But man, if that was an Amorvis key after all of that.
it'll be really, really funny. Oh, no.
oh well, I mean, there's the hint, and yeah, I mean, we know it's a dark ski, but yeah, there's a hint for the Amorphous key, and then we saw that.
I don't know how to do this vanilla.
I already forgot how
That's
to do
really
vanilla.
cool.
Yeah.
Like some spinner you spin with loose balls.
There is a spinner, yeah. I don't know where the spinner is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to find it too easily.
Let's see if I can find. I have the official guide from the game, the vanilla game.
There we go.
Where is Echo?
Yeah, this is the vanilla Echo Visor.
Yeah, that's a vanilla co-visor. I still remember.
I've played this game vanilla one time.
Go through.
A very fun game. Highly recommend it. Obviously, as I'm
Yeah, and
sitting here commentating a speed run, I clearly enjoy the game.
so by the way, who rolled this seed? Was it Baja?
Yeah.
Baja Blood, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a spinner. I think it's by the shaft of the for the portal. Below there is should be a spinner to rotate the platform.
And you climb the spider track somehow.
Yeah. But why do it that way? Why do it vanilla with that trick is better?
Chocolate's always better than vanilla.
Yeah.
Debatable.
Just when I was practicing before the seed, I rolled one with menu mod, only for menu mod. And well, I was like, let's check what item it's behind. What was it? The name of the room? Snagon. I need to remember the names. Like, you know what? I'm going to look for that. Those. My mouse. Or is it on a typical game? On strategy, I had Dark Beam on a seed that I rolled today.
Vanilla
yeah,
Dark
that's-
Beam?
Vanilla
Yeah.
Dark Beam.
That and I think Boost Ball tend to be the most common,
Most
vanilla
common, yeah.
items you can get. But never a fun one. I would say the most uncommon vanilla item you could probably get
Screw Attack.
would, yeah, Screw Attack.
Crew attack, yeah.
Because normally you get that really early.
It's also a really bad vanilla item. No, ever since you taught me this is my favorite thing in the entire game. This exact specific BSJ. 10 out of 10.
I still need to learn it. I know the
It's
basics,
fun. It's so fun.
but I cannot do it yet. I'll go where the kinetic cannon is, and screw attack to a bridge and jump. For me, it's faster that way.
It is faster that way, I think, if you have every option, and I still would prefer to do the BSJ. It's so much fun.
It kind of depends where you come from, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
that depends.
Realistically, we're both of the skill level where the thing we enjoy is probably faster.
Not spending too much time doing tricks.
Yeah.
That's the one that I'm going to.
Looks like Steve might be just skipping out on this
Oh,
cannonball,
Baja just arrived.
What a shame.
potentially.
Baja, you've done wonderful things for us. Also, does that mean the race you were a part of is already over.
Yep, that
I
probably be the
mean,
case.
hard required Chickakee on Airy. How does that sound to you? Another player losing
Oh, I lost
over
an
an
hour.
hour to Hardlock, honestly. Reset. The space jump in Tortoise Grove, yes. Yes, there's going to be bad blood.
Between me and you.
I don't think Space Jump and Taurus Grove was too bad, in my opinion.
Nah, just the logic behind it.
I think for people who are still learning this game, that's kind of like a late Torvis check, not an early Torvis check. At least in my mind, it's a late Torvis check. So if somebody told me your space jumps in Torvis Grove, I'd not be happy. I think with the knowledge I have right now of where everything was and the omnipresent,
I wasn't
seeing both
expecting this to
sides.
last this long. And Steve, a last location, Crossroads, Chickakee. I
Yeah,
think I could have gotten really close right now.
yeah. Steve pretty much last locationed every
Yeah.
single Chickakee almost, except for
Yeah.
the one that was in Taurus.
Yes, that is a good location for Cannonball. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The Cannonball soft lock also was a lose Cannonball soft lock.
Well, I mean, where you reset, the cannonball would probably just be back there.
Oh yeah, that
there
was
was a
before.
cannonball back there, but
Yeah.
I thought I had saved after I had cannonball once, but apparently I didn't. So
Oh yeah, because you didn't have space jump boots, right?
yeah,
So yeah,
that's when I saw no
you-
space jump. That's game.
Yeah, so you probably didn't have that cannonball for sure.
Yeah, so.
But still, I mean the cannonball is kind of the minor thing here.
Yeah, cannonball was like, well, if I had lost it, I was like, well, cannonball. Not the end of the world.
So with double damage, what's the best way to fight this boss?
You pretty much just, I mean, you annihilator spam. You'd pretty much just do what you would do in 100%. Where what you want to do is be shooting Chica with this light beam as Chica dives in and out of the water, and then when depending on if Chica surfaces or if Chica just jumps out of the water, you want to do a super missile if Chica jumps out of the water. But if Chica's on the platform like that, you just spam Annihilator. Especially with unlimited beam ammo. It really depends on your ammo too.
Not
if you don't have much ammo, you probably just want to use a Dark Beam.
Dave, not yet. Oh, you can do that. I thought you needed to...
Oh, it's better to stun, so it makes it easier, but you don't have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but those suits were really, really fun. Same room, different side of the coin.
Yeah, spend a while getting the first one and then soft lock to see where the second one is to go to Grove and get your space.
Yeah, it was like...
Get them both again. You both did that?
Oh, we both did the same.
Yeah.
Soft lock.
You both did that.
I don't feel that bad now.
That said, we were going to ask you why you didn't check Battleground, I think. After you saw that you were soft locked in the...
Yeah, we were debating and I was like, I should have checked Battleground, but didn't.
Yeah, well, we were kind of thinking... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because I think there was one point where I think I still had like 50
yes
health, where like maybe we should have checked Battleground.
Yes, that did happen.
Yeah, we were kind of, but it was fine because like you're probably coming back for that light suit, and then at
Yeah.
that point you can chuck it.
Yeah.
We had the same thing with Amber for both of you, where you walked by it knowing where it was, and it was like, well, I guess you're gonna have to go back through that room anyway. You're gonna get
Yeah.
Amber, and then you're right by the hints. It makes sense.
Yeah, we were in that.
Now, did Steve lower the gates?
Yes.
Because I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't lower the gate in this room.
Okay.
Go save. So you don't need to
While
go
you
save.
could safe warp there, it's probably faster just to go there through the elevator.
Yeah, I would have gone directly to the main entrance. Go through a shortcut, get back to Lark Temple grounds, and up. You open the shortcut? No. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean,
It's mostly if you gone by once like I did. It's open.
I think the major one that you could like that one is like you would lose a bit of time if you don't open that one.
Yeah.
But if you don't open the one by the super door,
Yeah, that
blocks one
one.
chamber gateway, that can like be a huge cost.
There was on a point that where we were like, we should go and check on Sank. I took the Torbus to the transport access elevator, and we're like, you know what? We cannot go here from this direction.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
blocked. There is a slight problem, and took the elevator back down. So
it looks like Steve finally going to return all the keys. Head his way to the final bosses.
yeah.
I
So-
wonder, is there still any other races going?
Yeah. We know at least one is finished.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll open the other one. I have a Twitch open right now. No, the other one.
the other two finished.
Yeah. Well, it was yeah, they already finished. So we're at the last race, I think.
The
Yeah.
first and the last.
Great seed, Baja. Great seed.
I signed up for this one so that I. Just kidding. I signed up because I didn't want there to be no comms. Thank you again, by the way, Cat Heyman, for joining.
Yeah, I pretty much signed up. I was going to sign up for the second one if no one was on, but I saw Marion signed up, so I was like, okay, I'll just get duo comms for the first one.
It was the correct call. Anyway, double damage. We're gonna Annihilator spam, right?
We
After
should.
we get
I
these
think so.
tentacles out of the way.
Ideally, you'd always Annihilator spam, even if you don't have double damage.
Yeah.
That is technically the faster way to do this.
Also,
We have
Cannonball.
Cannonball.
Just had to be a bit later on that timing with the power bomb. This is good, but not
Ideal.
usually. I like to do a little wiggle so that you can get all the tentacles to kind of come out.
I can't imagine not doing it. Just the nerves when you're on the final bosses. You want to press buttons. You want to move that thumbstick. Oh, absolutely trolled.
You should wait a second. Yes.
Yeah, Steve might be having a
Then
hard
you
time
get
with this one.
bonked.
Not too much damage from that.
Bonk.
I think I had a scene where I just got bullied in the corner and I had to I got reset.
Oh,
I just died.
that's sad.
I just could not get out at all. It was a solo seed, so it wasn't really the end of the world. It's like, oh, that sucks, and you just, yeah, close it.
Like, well, I guess I won't finish this one. Oh no.
And
Very,
that
very
brain's
good.
gone.
We are coming up close to the end here. We're gonna see 1.5 Dark Samus fights. Ideally just one, but you know how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know how many of the runners currently have been able to skip that DS4. Hopefully, a lot.
I will give one last shout out, Racers, worth following. Thank you, mcolyer.
I
Quite
still
fun
need to
watching
get
you.
better.
The same. I've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
I learned things from both of you watching this, which is
Yeah.
the ideal outcome.
might sound weird, but I'll try to get the race for tomorrow.
Back-to-back race days.
Yes, since tomorrow is a day off of work here in Mexico.
February 3rd.
It's actually due to February 5th, the Constitution Day.
Okay, but you
it's
get the
moved
Monday?
to it was moved to Monday, so we get a long weekend. And
Double damage. Making light work of Dark Samus.
as a joke, I think was 5 years ago, I used to say, well, it's because of the Super Bowl. We had a Super Bowl day off. Since it also was the Super Bowl on this Sunday.
And
GG.
Steve just annihilated
Yeah.
Dark Samus. Good stuff. That was exactly 0 DS4, right? That
Yeah,
was a
0
complete
DS4, yeah.
skip. Let's go. Great fight, Steve. All around. I'll give him the invite
An
link.
hour and a half. I still think I have my lost, but due to the fact that Steve was getting those Chica, he's really, really late. It might have come really close.
Yeah, probably would have been pretty close.
Yeah.
I use the bootleg invite method. Predator Steve should be joining us in a second. Reed or Belo, if you would like an invite, let me know. I think Reed can invite themselves, so
He's
I'm
here.
not gonna bother. Hello, Steve. Congratulations.
Oh,
Well, it's a bit bittersweet.
It was.
Never liking the thought of
winning.
somebody else's race ending on a technicality and technical issues, and yeah, it's
So before we get into your thoughts on this, just obviously technical issues are a big weight on this seed. If you watch it back, you can hear us talking on it. At the time it happened, mcolyer had information you didn't. The Chicka keys. You missed that hint for a very long time. So they had a small information advantage, but items and check-wise, you had a pretty solid lead.
Reed, well, just quickly, Reed, by the time that the technicalities happened, I lost pace jump. Let's just say that.
It was 45 to 50 minutes.
At
rewind.
least.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But yeah, you Steve, you had a little bit of an advantage when that happened, like
Okay.
check wise. Knowledge wise, you were behind, but just purely on the Torvis key hints.
Keeping on the I think that was a good 20 minutes of our final end of the run was tracking down that little bit of knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, we saw you where is that Chica hint, the Chica key on Dark Aegon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing
you.
like hot dogging myself.
Yeah.
I had seen that, and I never bothered to scan it. And Reed, doing mentor duties for me, was not present at the screen at the moment. I think he had taken a short break or something, so he didn't catch it. So he's just like, "Oh yeah, Crossroads good," and it's just like, yeah.
So actually, you never went into Crossroads. You unlocked the door, and then turned around and went back and got the
Well,
access.
I think on their first pass that was the case, but then on their second pass when they went to do Jump Guardian, they did go through.
Oh, they
Crossroads.
did check it. Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah. I went through the door, scanned the key. I was like, "Oh, Chica key." We mark it, and
Gotcha.
we later found the hint. We continue. We already had the Sky Temple key hints, and then Hall of Combat Mastery soft lock.
Yes, that was a true
Yeah.
soft lock, not a technical issues, by the way.
It was a true soft lock.
Boost ball can get you stuck in the little lasers. It turns out.
Cannonball.
Or cannonball.
Yeah.
That said, Steve, welcome. What are your thoughts? What are your initial thoughts on the seed?
Well, thankfully Reed was in the room, so this couldn't be considered a classic Reed seed. But Baja, you rolled me something real interesting here.
On the flip side, Reed was in the room, so that was a Reed seed.
By the way, the match is already up. We can check them later.
But no, this was I gotta say, my biggest thing with tournament has been routing, and this one took me for quite the loop after the initial. Because after spending so long hyper focusing, like where can space jump boots be, then all of a sudden it's like, all right, got the Nikes. Crap, how much of the world is open now? Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, like, oh, got the Jordan. So like, oh, everything's open now. Great. Now where to go?
Yeah. And then I hope K-Rar was had come along.
He was not here.
Not. He was earlier.
Oh, he was
not.
here.
He was not here for the moment.
For his cheering moments. All right. But
That what 3 checks in a row that was a red key and then you pick it up and it's not the Torvis key, leading to, oh my gosh, it's actually on Airy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to get baited as the same for that one.
Oh yeah.
No one was safe for that.
Alright. Nobody minds. I'm gonna turn that on to pause. But yeah, no, inevitably, I mean, it's soured a little bit based off of the events of the day, but otherwise, this was
Let's try and
for sure.
Let's try to go to the bracket stages and try to see each other again.
Yep,
Have that rematch better.
absolutely.
Do you want to know who will be your opponent for next week?
I saw that they got posted. I have not yet.
I just opened it, so
I've got them all
Lay it
pulled
on
up.
yeah,
You're playing Elias Thompson.
I'm playing Dark Star. Which,
Okay.
by the way, they both play against each other on week 2.
Mm,
Yeah,
all right.
it's a fun little thing.
So, do either of you have anything else you would like to say, or are we all tired?
I'm tired, but man, 2 seats in a row where the logic has a horrible logic chain. I don't know what to say.
Oh, yeah, I was kind of thinking, I was like, I don't think I've heard of Darkstar. And then I realized, oh yeah, Junk Boss dropped out.
Yeah.
I was gonna unrelated pull that up because my seed number changed, which seems wild. Not that it matters,
Yeah,
since we all had the same 0 beacles to start.
yeah.
But
I mean, I gotta say though, the seed hash for this one, Super Amber Arena, and Amber being that late, and then Super in Sandcash.
and then Dark Torvis Arena,
Thanks, game.
Dark Torvis Temple.
No.
It's an arena. Chick is in an
Yeah.
arena. Yeah, that was a very fun one to watch.
Yeah.
I'm glad I chose this one to commentate.
And thank you for coming along for the ride.
Thank you for having us.
Well,
I'm all set.
if we have nothing else to say,
Yeah,
Cat
no
Heyman?
questions.
then
Yeah.
congratulations, Steve, on winning. Best of luck, everyone, on their next races.
Thank you.
We've got a few more races left in this tournament. Make sure you follow the racers. Make sure you follow one of the commentators. If you follow me, you'll just watch me streaming races in this tournament, so not very fun. If you're interested in this or would like to learn more, the Metroid Prime Randomizer Discord is awesome. That last link has the tournament. It's got SpeedGaming's link for the tournament as well, and our Discord. But generally, have a great rest of your day, everybody. And
I think the link for the calling page is wrong.
is that the old challenge page?
I think it says 2024.
Mm.
Probably due to
Yeah, that's the Metroid Prime one. We'll just drop that in the Discord when we get back. Yeah. Anyway, my speech aside, someone will fix that, not us, because I don't think any of us have the ability to. But have a great rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, time appropriate. Goodbye, and we will see you next mission. And thank you, Reed.
Yep, see you next mission.
See you next mission.
Yeah. Bye.